This is the I Know Podcast, where we're all about healthy debate, honest conversation, and talking beer junk. Information, knowledge, observation. This episode is brought to you by Cockspur Rum. Cockspur Rum has a spirit for every occasion, from social events to formal ones, if you want to bring life to a party, or if you want to bring life to a podcast. Some of our best podcast episodes have been including Cockspur Rum. Right, Kofi?
Yeah, man. Like when we had Charlie Spice talking some ignorance, drinking rum punch for the first time in years.
Right, rum punch is doing it for you, boy. Yeah. So, from Old Gold.
Yeah, to the Cockspur Splash series, my favorite flavor personally is pineapple coconut. And if you want a more refined taste, there's the Cockspur XO Masters blend. Look over that coming soon.
All you gotta do is add ice, your chaser of choice, and free up your spirit responsibly. It's always funny that you do that because I got 2 hands that can do it. Like,
You really can.
I always wait on you for that. Anyway, this is the I Know Podcast. I-N-O, information, knowledge, observation. Also, I know nothing. We got for my like Mosey.
We can start back, please. My hair look real stained. I just realized I'm really hot.
Well,
my hair look real stained, Mosey.
Really, with all this staying in, dog. Pass me hat, man.
Praise God.
Alright, we good now? Alright, same.
We're starting
Christmas
over.
coffee, huh?
We're starting over. I will work something.
We're good, dog.
Very good, man.
We're going for the Christmas coffee, man. They had this add a little bit of side to it, man. We have a very special guest in the building. A man that we were saying was supposed to come on ever since, boy. We was planning this thing, not only because you are one of the most prominent rappers in BIM, but also Branchables. Mm-hmm. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. I know it's Branchables' cousin.
So with that said, we go for my like Teff. Teff is in the building.
Yeah.
What's going on, sir?
Respect people, fake applause and everything.
Yeah, fake applause. Wish we had a little song for you got.
Made me look good.
Yeah. Alright, Safe. Let me get into it, B. Barbara. You come up Barbara the other day.
Yeah, bro.
Talk about the feedback this getting, cause I seeing this thing. I looking at your stories and I seeing Barbara all over the place, B.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good response. This song is like what genre would you call Barbara?
Oh, jeez.
It got Afro texture.
Mm-hmm. What would you call it?
I wasn't going there. I can't straight up call it hip hop, but I don't know what to call it. Like that's almost the only vibe.
This is one of my favorite questions to ask people.
I would just default to pop because pop doesn't really mean anything.
I would say if you're gonna call it pop, call it world music rather than pop, because pop got like
world music. I'll go with world. I'll go with world music. I'll go with world music. Yeah. You think that's one of the main things that people kind of like about it?
I actually don't. I think a lot of things going for the trap. Obviously, it has a concept, firstly. Mm-hmm. So I think definitely the lyric video and showing the concept definitely was a big part of people feeling it. Because, a lot of music nowadays is real straightforward. So I was just thinking about, like, what people like me for. Mm-hmm. And I was like, let me focus on that and do that properly. Mm-hmm. Like the whole lyrics thing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you saying something?
I ain't gonna let that concept fall flat on me. With all the video,
and I knew that
I
would
had
happen.
no idea what. I thought it was a song about a girl named Barbara, and I was like, cool.
That's so crazy. I knew immediately that it was about Barbados, but as if Barbados was a woman, maybe because I saw a visual saying if Barbados was a woman.
But that's why I played that at the beginning, because it was like,
I didn't.
I was like, I know that I usually in that thinking space where I feel like something obvious. I think that's a Gemini thing.
Right.
So I was like, let me come outside my head. When I was doing the video with JP, at the end I was like, we need to put this at the beginning.
Right.
Because I was like, how could I convey this without spelling it out? And I was like, you know what? I need to spell it out.
Right.
That video is dope, the lyric video.
But
like the ideas, like you use like different pieces of faces from.
Yeah. That was another part of it, conceptualizing, like how we can do art for this. I was like, what could Barbara be? So yeah, a lot went to that. But you were asking me why people like
what is what do you think people like a lot?
I think it feels very much like here. That's a part of it, but in a fresh way.
Okay.
Because I'm not a soca person. I like. There's definitely music in every genre that I ever heard that I like. but I not like soca don't run in my veins like certain other genres. But this song definitely got a soca level with like this song.
Yeah. And you got one or two songs that are bang-a-lang kind of,
sure.
not
Right,
necessarily.
but Bang-a-Lang is Puffy is the one I remember.
It was
Remember that was
Headshot.
Headshot.
Right,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
So Puffy is the one.
Oh, yeah,
so
right.
that's
It was
Puffy, that's
Headshot,
Puffy
right.
doing,
Yeah,
right?
you're right. Okay, you're right.
And then this definitely, that's
So,
definitely kind of there. The background for sure, the BPM, the brass. Yeah.
Answer your own question though. What genre is Barbara?
I ain't know like, alright, so Drake had come out and done the dancehall thing. And then after that period of dancehall being the pop. Like basically that roasted, so house music was doing the thing, that
Correct.
ended being the pop
Yeah.
music. So then a lot of rhythmic genres took over. So Drake came with dancehall. He helped influence the world with dancehall. So a lot of dancehall pop music was coming out. Then you had, what was the next one? Spanish music.
Like reggaeton. Like,
Right, Spanish
Right.
music was the next rhythmic music, which sounds, the bounce is real similar to dancehall. So that came after that. And then Afro beats now is the pop.
Right.
So all these genres, remember all these genres always existed, always were thriving in their areas.
But it's still pop.
Rhythmic, whatever you want to call
So
it.
you follow,
subgenres.
so you kind of follow that trend.
Not that I am jacking any one of those,
Yeah.
but the fact that we come from, this is where we come from. In music, I was reflecting rhythm in my music for a while now. Especially from like Vibrate You, Somebody Else, all them. Those were dancehall, Afrobeat influence, whatever you want to call it. But basically, what I was going for was rap music with a Caribbean bounce.
Safe.
There is no genre of that, but I keep fiddling with it until I find a vibe, you know?
Safe. Okay. Let me get straight into this whole thing, B. You're not supposed to be here. The reason why you're not supposed to be here is because you retired, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you all of my thoughts, right? And you just tell me what you think about it.
I hear this a lot from different people, so let me hear your take.
My take is this: I don't think you retired. I feel that you quit, right? When and the reason why I say that is because when you put out the Instagram post, something didn't feel right. If anybody knows Teff and was following Teff from like stars and moments and thing, one thing that it gotta say about you is that you pay close attention to detail, right? Whether it's flow, delivery, lyrics, theme of the song, tagline of the song, the video treatment, who you associate with, the way you wear everything, right?
Watching me hard then.
Of course, B, go watch the artist hard, B, right? And show love. But at the same time, for you to end all of that with an Instagram post, somewhat that seems very off-brand to me. And it made me think that it wasn't like a well thought out retirement. It was more you woke up and you looked around you, you realized that you were frustrated with whether it was the industry, whether it was where you were in your career, you weren't happy with that, whether it was the music you were bringing out, the feedback wasn't great. Something made you say, this ain't for me. And you had the usual artist frustration that people get, and you decided that you can just bow out the fight.
So you prefer me to say quit than I retire?
I think it's more accurate to say that you quit than retire. I don't think so. I think quit and retire is two different things, though.
If you go to the Instagram post and look at it, I actually said I had plans to still do stuff around music and build vibes. So it was literally, I was showing you that I was frustrated.
And that was on
with
the heels of
releasing music.
There was some unreleased material that you had put over.
Yeah.
But being on the front, being on the front line though, I feel that you pushing you as Teff, not necessarily doing all what you do behind the scenes. In terms of Teff, I feel that it was kind of like you kind of accepted it could have been too that the side effects of doing music overcame the benefits of doing music. Something
it was
like
an
that.
emotional post.
It was an emotional thing.
Because it always fluctuates.
Right.
You could probably ask all Bajan artists.
Right. So I want to know if I was off in thinking that it was you were.
It was
overwhelmed.
it was an emotional post. At the time, it was like frustration, like fuck this, and just I was ready to just do some other stuff.
It's cool for you to go into details, like exactly what pushed you to that limit.
Yeah, I mean, frustrations. It's a couple things, and it's it's not always just music too, you know. There's music in combination with other life trajectories. But if I was to get specific on anything, just okay. So I always come up with a plan. I actually had a project that I was supposed to drop, and at the point in time that I was going to drop it, I had a nice little audience right where I wanted them, and the engineer that I worked with on that, like, messed me up 100%, and I had put a lot of work into that project, and I had to end up spending my Indigo budget on him doing work on it, stuff that he couldn't get done how he wanted done, and he was trashing it out, and it was just a real frustrating thing. I said, it was an emotional moment.
That was at that point in time, or that was before that?
That was just before that.
Okay.
So, yeah, then right, I did my travels. I was doing like press runs and stuff in LA and Toronto and New York.
Mm-hmm.
And just learning things as I go along the way, I just realized, if I want to do this how I want to do it in my plan, like, I got to actually do a whole different trajectory to how I kind of building it.
Right.
So it was just a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking, a lot of not really getting the results you want. Like, there would be good times, you can make your money, you can do your thing, and then there are times that it's up and down.
It fluctuates.
So if that fluctuation was getting frustrating, because it was always fluctuating, but you fluctuate on the way to some stability,
Right. So you saw. So it's kind of like you saw that the fluctuating would have continued for a bit longer.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it was just a point where it was like,
frig that, bro. Frig that.
But since then, I got to come up with my feelings and and get some perspective.
Don't worry like that, man.
But that's reality.
But I gotta be honest though. The feelings that you had sound very, very valid, and, and even though you overcome them, there's still a valid point in the feelings you had.
For sure.
So how did you deal with that? I guess the reality of that you were gonna go through the fluctuation and the struggle and stuff.
That's what I was just about to get to. So I had a space, I had a little break. So I worked on certain personal business stuff outside of music and closely attached to music, that are things that bring in more stability now. So I feel like the thing about putting out music is you try not to say it too much because you don't want to like talk to people from the back end of the process. Yeah, I want to open up, let people know certain vibes, but I don't want to explain in detail how I treat in it. No, but best way for me to put it is that I am treating music more like purpose driven for the art, more so than anything else. So that's why, like, a song like Barbasol, relative to Barbados right now, from a thought-provoking perspective or from a critical thinking perspective about what's going on here, because I let go of let me make this enjoyment for this person, let me make this thing that can work and send me in this direction to achieve this thing that I'm trying to get. I was like, let me just make... People like to cliche art, but I use art because I'm an artist, so I can say art without trying to sound cheesy. Use art as it relates to the space that I'm in, because that's what the best art always is.
Okay, so kind of like how Kanye's go through phases, like you going through a phase now.
What a nice way to put it.
I actually wouldn't say that that's fair if that's how you see it, but I just saying I thinking about back to the root of it. I am good at words in a certain way and certain quality around how I put out my stuff. So I was like, you know what? I could actually create conversation. So let me use art again.
Okay.
Would you say then that you didn't retire, but you just take a couple steps back?
I literally in the moment wanted to retire. So let me put it out there. That was not a gimmick or anything. I wanted to retire, but I back in it.
Do you think that the I guess the brief hiatus, did that help you or hurt you? Career-wise?
I don't think I did it too per se. Maybe if anything helped because I had the time to think about how I reapproaching it. Who knows what could have happened if I had kept going at that point?
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing. I was thinking
but I can't necessarily say it did hurt. I just can't say that I can't see the hurt because I didn't see the help. I was, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't do it, so we could guesstimate that,
right.
you know, I could have run from there with a certain vibe.
I was looking at it in 2 ways. I think before you had retired, you had brought out, that would have been like
the same vibe like you,
you were on that wave.
That sound, and then
right.
the world jump on it after.
Right.
Yeah.
So if
That's so crazy.
So I was thinking maybe if you had
stuck, then I would have been part of the wave.
Doing that, maybe, or maybe sometimes it's good to take a step back to make people kind of build up anticipation towards seeing you, and then you re-emerge as something else.
That's why I say like I wouldn't be able to do. I would not have been able to put out a song like Barbara before I Vibe Like You. So yes, I definitely had to start experimenting with my sound before I got here, because Minim is a rapper, but Barbara's not a rap song.
Right.
That's a, whatever you want to call it, world music, Afrobeatish, whatever. But people didn't want to hear that vibe. Like, it's cool to listen to it and say cool, no, but I literally had to build to that point, because people like you for what they like you for. Like, people like Mo for raw,
right,
dirty music, you know what I mean? People like Brutal, people like LRG for gun music.
Right.
You know what I mean? People like you for a certain vibe.
Sorry
So,
about that, but
what's that?
The LR story.
I like any LR.
Oh yeah.
That's my guy. That's my guy. But anyway, yeah.
You about that shit.
Yeah.
He living that life apparently.
That's my guy. Shout out to
So
LR.
you're a gangster?
My God. God is my 45. I got that from my man Tennyson, buddy.
I want to ask you a question, and something that I want to ask you, I guess, just spanning over your career. Do you think that you are underappreciated or accurately appreciated the way that you would expect to be by the Bajan audience?
What do you mean by appreciated? Like, what's showing appreciation to you?
That's a good question. Appreciation, I mean, like, do people... When people speak about Teff, do people speak about Teff the way that you would expect them to based off of your catalog, or no?
I actually think it. So yeah.
You think that you're underappreciated?
No, I actually think
you get your credit.
I don't know if the word is appreciation
I
or
want to say
credit. Respect. I got that from surprisingly, like, yeah, it's like, I don't know how else to put this. How much more humble could say it's something like this, but like, it's literally
Flex, baby.
touch the road. And like, a little man will come to me and say, "Be like, you're a legend, be like, you don't know me, or like, you know what I mean, things like that." And that's just a truth, you know. So we were talking earlier too about like being an artist and understanding the need for both the positive and the negative conversation.
Right.
Like, think about the biggest people, Jay-Z, Drake. Like, right now, people cursing Jay-Z, you know what I mean?
Right.
People, you know what I mean? Like, you need to be able to create a passionate conversation. So if your name comes up, one person should be fighting for you, one person fighting against you. I'm not saying that has to be all the time, but I'm saying, like, that's kind of like how you see respect. And, yeah, I think I got both.
So do you see yourself as a legend in the game, a Bajan legend?
I don't think you could really define that yourself. A legend is a perspective thing. It's not even what you're aiming for per se, like if that comes as it, but what you're aiming for is back what I said with the music. I try to give people perspective on certain things through my music. Art, if you want to call it that. So if in the end, I mean, people would say that I was the first to do certain things or I influenced, you know, like definitely if you want to talk about influence, if you're talking about influence when it comes to legend or whatever, I definitely got that a lot from a lot of people, about influence. And, you know, I had everything from somebody telling me that them was down in the dumps, like, Bajan my life, and them hear stars, and them started to play that every morning, and I used to change them.
Stars was a vibe.
Yeah,
Stars was a vibe. Stars was a vibe. Stars was a vibe.
You remember that video? Even the video, me.
How you really come
Yeah, but that was back before video quality was like with quality, especially
And it was
in
clean.
Barbados.
To see that in Bridgetown, that didn't even make sense.
Yeah, how did he
That
do
didn't
that?
make
Shout out to
sense.
Black Mamba Project, that happened by chance. Like, I seen their work and it was good. And yeah.
And you just hit them up.
There was just somebody, no, they hit me up. But when I saw the work, I was like, they were some of the first people to get like that new equipment at the time. And they had drones and everything, so it was like,
You know the drawing it was when I was
Wait,
2011.
no, they wasn't drawing that.
Oh.
They wasn't drawing that.
Cause I was not straight. That's insane.
But then you think how? But my thing was like, I guess as me being young, like how did they get those shots? Like that was crazy.
It felt like yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
was
in Bridgetown, they
Yeah.
had it layered. So they
Yeah.
had like a shot, a still shot, and then a moving shot that was, we call it time lapse.
Yeah.
So yeah, then
like,
like,
video too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
messing with
That
certain.
was sign
like,
ups.
They were
no, it
really
had
nice.
not time lapse. You mean a stop motion?
Yeah.
Yo,
but-
what stop motion video?
I need a moment.
Yes, it was just pictures.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Rory,
watched that.
Rory shot it and Rocket edited it.
Yeah. But at the moment, as a person who is in the artistic community, it felt like a quantum shift because our understanding of videos and our artists shout out to the legends, by the way.
Yeah.
Video shot on the beach, very high exposure. I'm gonna be real, right? You know, and quality. The thing felt international.
Yeah.
It was like, where the hell this come from?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
felt that
for real, man.
You know, introduced me
same
to
way.
stars. In the first drop, it was Kurt.
Kurt.
Like, yo, man, go watch this.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this.
That was
all
crazy.
It was different.
I
for
think
sure.
even the style of rap, the production, and the beat, everything
felt
was
fresh.
like the
Yeah,
same
it felt
shit you're talking about. So to continue on the way I was telling him, everything from somebody telling me that the music actually helped them as a person,
Yeah.
to artists telling me, yo, like before you do this, I didn't even think like this type of thing was possible.
I expected that.
So I started to
That's
do
what I
that. So like,
expected.
if you're talking legend, I wouldn't say legend because like I said, I can't define that, and it's not necessarily my aim. I definitely want my name to remain there, based on good things. But
yeah.
those things that I just mentioned,
But
that
definitely a
definitely,
pioneer.
that
Yeah,
definitely.
That is the word, no. That is the word.
People
It was him and Ollie. Vision.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
This make him look hurt.
Where the AC remote at, man?
I talked to you ever since. I talked this man ever since. Don't mind Marcus.
I thought I could
Come on,
get
go
through.
on,
Don't mind Marcus, brother.
It's two thing. Alright, say it.
You got extra protein.
That's that 19. No, that's
Yeah,
that
about
19.
20. I'll leave
At 20.
Marcus. Please.
Give me
Thanks,
a
man.
20.
Oh,
Give me a-
Teff, huh?
give me a 20. I would just have time going.
What happened to you on Minim? Because when I had a real chemistry going on
Yeah.
through the music.
I'm trying to think if I ever even went in. I don't think I ever went in detail on this.
So here you go.
I kept thinking like, but what does going in detail really help? You know what I mean? That's what I think about when I answer questions. You know, like, what I would say is that relationship, it came to its end.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That was just it for that. He went in his direction, I went in my direction. I could get into detail, but I don't think it necessarily helps anybody.
Well, it helps you because they got rumors going around about what it could be, and usually the rumors are a lot worse than what the actual truth is, which is why one questions. Reasons why I asked you.
That's fine with me.
So I wouldn't want.
I know myself, and I know.
You can't.
I try not. I try not to be negative towards anybody. I know myself, and I said, why I always say the truth always, it comes out in the end. So who needs to know what they need to know? Knows what they need to do. You know what I mean? Like this how I look at it. Since then, you can look at my character and how I've moved. You can ask anybody like how I've dealt with them in anything, and anybody else, you can ask the same question, and you can make a comparison.
It's not necessarily character though. It's a lot of reputation as well. So
like,
like
you kind of.
Not necessarily the synonymous because the character is how you carry yourself. Your reputation is not how people perceive you. So like is again I'm actually very neutral in the scenario because I don't have no idea. But like I already know again. I was like here we're going on.
Yeah.
I know you. I see you. You're a lot more visible than Minim now.
Right.
So I can't really judge his reputation or his character as a man that I don't know.
Honestly, I think Minim is a good producer. He did a lot for Barbados music, and I'm sure that he is doing great works right now. I heard some of his works through the times, and I wish him nothing but success.
What about, he's a good producer, but like, what about businessman? I'm just trying to ease out things out of you. Don't worry. No. All right, cool.
I haven't done business with Minim since back then, and
Oh, real thing?
even
Jeez, on.
I mean, and we were young in business at the time too. We were, upstarts.
One thing I
So
would
I'm
say,
pretty sure that no, he is just like me. We're both at a different place
Yeah.
for that. No, that's what.
Are you open though to like working with him again, or that relationship is seriously done?
He actually mixed a song. I do a song with Superstar the other day, and he mixed it.
oh, say, oh, so yeah, I guess.
Business.
He produced Stars, right? He produced Stars
Yeah.
on Moments and thing.
Hard beats.
Go give Minim his credit.
Yeah, let me tell
You go give Minim his credit, boy.
Let me tell you, at that
Sick.
time, it was he was creating that song. It was like Minim was the producer.
I had an album
As a
back
young
then
producer
called
coming
Dream
out.
World that was hard.
Yeah, we talking about. Sunday was my
And
favorite song on that.
that was all
I think,
Minim
yeah.
and a couple of Rivera collaborations.
You had an album coming out.
Yo,
sorry.
I so glad I got this because it's that little rum, you know what I mean? A couple sips of rum to open up and do this thing. So I can show the man this vibe here now, right? I so glad that we got this. No, I never ever did this publicly because I don't think anybody would side with me because the person I can talk about here is big and loved, right?
Do the things be?
This episode of the I Know Podcast is brought to you by Cotsbury Rum. Cotsbury Rum is perfect for the holiday season. Whether you're putting fine rum in your black cake, or you're packing coolers with Boston Day lime. They got
Yeah,
this
but
black sugar
Boston
rum
Day Lane,
punch.
you can't
Exactly
got a
correct.
good one without Cotsbury, boy.
And they have their XO Masters blend, which is perfect for the All Year's Night celebrations.
Yeah,
Just no matter what you do, make sure to free up your spirit responsibly.
I'm going to play you. This is a song called Sunday from Dream World. Give me a second. Produced by Aka Rivera. Right, so. Oh, my side playing. But we don't where we are. Actually, keep it playing on yours. That way, find the other one. So y'all
I
hear
don't know
that?
what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. I don't see artists need to type in and they don't know what you're doing, dog. That's crazy.
Pause it.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Who's that?
Girls Chronics.
No. Rivera sampled the song in that, right? This does not sample anything. The sample in that was manipulated. It doesn't sound how it sounds in my song is not how the original song sounds. This sounds exactly like that. Even though and this is played, this is not, you can hear the sample in that, you can hear this.
Yeah.
Even some of the trimmings and that he sampled, you can hear him playing it. Like the way he manipulated everything there. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm paying for myself. Play again there for the podcast. People don't think they're tripping.
Change, nigga, not buy shit to keep the change, nigga. I'm playing killer, but your boy doing better though, with no medical.
I can even come in and do it.
Moms put me down like a grave digger.
You can hear the pause.
Like a weightlifter.
Before we share our love up on that bed,
Right, it comes with different changes in the beat, but yeah.
on your head, woman.
Kinda like that.
Girl, you're my queen, majesty. You are my queen.
I know this ain't the path that you chose, but who knows? Anyway.
Okay, so explain that
you
for
get-
anybody that's slow like me, because I still think I get kind of behind in things.
I wish I could remember this song.
He sampled.
He sampled an old soul song. I wish I could
Right.
remember it offhand right now. This is the worst time to not remember the song itself. But he sampled a song, manipulated it. So how sampling works is you cut a part of a song. You might change the BPMs. You can even hear the BPMs change. Cause in the beginning of my song, you hear a high pitch. When I was a young boy, I used to go to church every Sunday. Whoever the soul singer was. So you could tell that pitched up, sped up, right? Then what you do is take one loop and you loop that. You take one section that you cut and you loop that. You put
Right.
drums into that
Right.
and whatever other stuff you play, and you create your beat. That's 2012. This is 2017. This doesn't have any samples in it. This is just a played song. So
It's almost
to
like,
my ears, I don't know if to y'all's ears, it sounds like the same.
So he took that from that song.
I can't tell you that.
you can't say
He
so.
took it from that song. I can say it though, cause I ain't care.
But
I
mean,
honestly cannot tell you that.
sometimes I could give people the benefit of the doubt, but that is too. I don't say
Similar.
complicated. It's too complex of a beat to be a chance. Like,
I get you.
Like with Blurred Lines, I feel Blurred Lines seriously was not intentionally ripping
Right,
off
I
Marvin
don't
Gaye's
think
song.
so either.
I feel like that's just a coincidence because they're both very simple beats. This is a bit much. You think you disagree?
I think it's a rip. I think it's a rip-off.
I
think it's a
don't.
rip-off.
But
I don't think so.
I think it's an homage, but at the same time, it's too much of. I don't know. It's tricky. Was your song released though?
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Like that?
Officially
Was
released?
it official?
That was my album.
Yeah, on YouTube from 2012. Yeah.
That was the intro of Dream World, right?
No, this was Sunday. Was somewhere down the line in the
The intro to Dream World had on Indrani though.
Yeah.
And that was Newa.
It was
Right,
all
right,
a dream.
right,
It was all a dream. Yeah.
Right. She's so sweet. Where Indrani is now? Anyway, shout out to Indrani. I like Indrani so.
Lovely spirit.
She has such an energy, B.
I love Indra.
Anyway, yeah.
She is a legend.
She's a legend for sure. for sure.
She is the sound. She is the background sound to everything. But yeah, let me keep going.
But yeah, but the sound to me, like, he took a sample from your song though. But how would he, or just he
took a sample from it, so he played the song.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say. We sampled a song, manipulated, and created a new piece of music.
Right.
While Rivera did.
Right.
Well, we did because.
And then what did
obviously I
Chronics
own
do
it.
is what I want to know.
But Rivera created that music, so I can't tell you what he did. I'm saying Chronics had the 2017 song.
That's
the same tempo, BPMs,
a similar
chords,
vibe.
Turn.
progressions,
Same everything.
bumps.
And he's on the
18.
credits.
18.
And Rivera's on the credits.
For what, the Chronics? No.
18.
So big.
And but chat this here, no, chat the complication. We sample a song that we ain't clear.
So it's not even that you could do anything about
So
it.
I can't even do anything about it. I was just trying to show. We were talking about. We were
So that's
talking
kind of
about.
what you meant when you asked the question about if it was officially released.
That's what I mean because.
Oh, you mean
there's a
officially in
process.
that way? You mean?
Exactly.
Oh, you mean
It's
in
a
that way?
process. It's a process.
Oh, nah.
Because then you will have.
I ain't clearing a
to legal
sample, B. We was
What the hell?
doing what we feel like back then.
18.
But I was just showing.
That's
right.
interesting.
So I just showing like yeah.
The
on
impact,
that
the
note, though,
influence. Wow.
I don't know. I just saying.
on that note, though, like, you've ever stumbled across anything similar to that in the industry? Like with you, like you found something.
That I did, that somebody.
Yeah, I didn't want to say teeth, but teeth.
Okay, Dave.
I feel like I don't know. B.
Even if it's just your style, B.
I feel like I don't know if people would be on like the same wavelength or everybody tap into some information code. I don't know if it's I always try not to think mystic like that, but there are a lot of instances where you come up with an idea and the idea.
Who is the person?
I don't think that's only happened to me. That's probably happened to you.
Happens all the
Yeah,
time.
but who?
Oh, who? No, I actually can't think of anything.
Oh,
No, I swear to
God.
Two more drinks.
I'm not even being political. Like, I literally, this is the one that I would, if it was a mention one, it would be this.
Yeah.
The one that I just played.
If that isn't a thing, it's on Canny.
I don't think. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
That's a bit too similar in my opinion.
Same key,
But
everything.
Teff, that's music though. That's
Yeah.
about music business.
Yeah. I invest. I love that. I ain't bought it.
As a
I
matter
love
of
it. I ain't bought it.
The manager hat. I would leverage that there, boy.
You mean
Yeah,
For
you
him.
mean like
How come,
music-
how come he never like did a side by side?
Chronics is a love person, and
Not even
I can't make any money from it because we never cleared the sample. 1, 2, why would I think about it? You gotta think about how the net is working, how everything is working.
Chronic Steve from
Chronic-
Bajan Beats.
No, y'all spinning this in the wrong direction.
Let me finish it
Chronic
first.
from
and
Bajan.
then-
I don't know that
Let me
nigga.
hear.
Chronics is love. Like, who you know I don't like Chronics? Think of somebody who don't like Chronics.
I know they hear no.
Just let me finish what I'm saying.
If
before the
you
music happens.
want any music, man, if you can say that he thief from Bajan B, are you ready to get on that road, dog? Straight.
No, I
But
heard
it's
that.
not
I heard
like, but it's not like he took food out of my mouth because we didn't clear the sample.
He did worse. He took an idea from you, B.
From,
And the word
from
is
Rivera
run out
first.
ideas.
Rivera first.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Rivera. He made a beat for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was all him, and then I just came and wrote a song over it, right? But Chronics is just one of them things that like, yeah. I see when people release them articles like, yo, I come up with this song, this person thief it from me, and
Right.
more often than not, just come off as the basic artist that trying to, you know what I mean?
correct.
I don't think
And
we're better now.
I had a little bit of, I realized that I had a little bit of like,
This.
Animosity?
no, like, I feel like people was looking at some of the things I was saying as negative, especially since they started Brunchables and they started being
Oh
a
man, I
little
can't
more
wait to talk
vocal.
about that. That's like on my topic of things to talk about. Anyway, let's go.
After being like just more vocal, and it really came in tandem with the show and just speaking about things. But I feel like people, because I was that, the same thing you was talking about earlier, that positive, influential person that used to speak with my art, when I started to talk now, I feel like people people just put you in a place. So when you come and change that, it's like, because other people would say, quote unquote, negative, if you want to call it, negative things and get love, but it's just how people hold you and the places want to keep you in. I feel that way. So because of that, I honestly trying to fix that now.
But
Trying to get
instead
some
of,
perspective on that.
What to you though?
I just mean like a way you could spin it positively. I don't think anybody would be vexed if Teff 2019 remixed his 2012 song.
It's true.
And
yeah, but,
even-
from a business perspective, we gotta try to clear the sample.
There's still that.
if you were to
Let me explain something, right? I tried to clear a Sizzler sample, right?
Sizzler?
It's the Sizzler.
Sizzler, okay.
Oh, Sizzler. Kalachi, right.
I left it out.
Yeah,
It was
too much.
just how much stress.
because you gambling on if the song will work or not to make back the money that you spend when you clear.
Exactly.
But then too, like,
His people were like, is it worth it?
I feel nowadays. Let me be real. Look up, man. Like, his name is Jack Frost. This guy that he did just be on SoundCloud and like why was unpopular. I think he's American, but he's similar to Jamaican accent, and he can just use the words from your song and build around it. He got one with Work by Rihanna that hard.
Yeah, but that's
Wait, but he's
Right, I'm not saying release a song. I'm saying
But what he's saying is he got a channel that already got the numbers, so he know when he do it, it can work. He kind of got that
you
calculated.
have to make a trade-off. You have to.
He knows when he does. He knows when he pays this money, his interpolation is gonna get millions of views, and he can make back YouTube money.
I could play it when we do it, right? For 3 seconds of that,
he says a song.
he says the song. I got in contact with his people, and there was like, yo, so Sizzling and want less than $1,000 US for that, right? And at the time it was like, damn, but this song get, you gotta go away.
Yeah.
You gotta wait.
You gotta do the cost benefit.
Yeah,
analysis
It's
and
probably
thing.
going to
There you
work
go.
out because
Right.
then there was another threshold. He says I had to hear it.
Right.
Oh, it says how to clear after spending grand.
Oh, shit.
Before after spending grand.
This was for Shian?
Nah, it
Oh,
would
because I'll tell you.
So he has to also
Sizzler.
say.
It was for Chris Fields.
He also has to say.
Sizzle would clear that too.
He also got to say whether or not he like the
Listen,
song.
all
Wait, I want to know. This is before or after you spend a grand.
You manage Chris Fields too?
We're working with Chris, yeah. So it was right around the time I wanted to finish it and send him the thing. 'Cause he was coming in for something. It was something he was in for recently.
This
He had
artistry
come up
last
with
year?
for- yeah, last year.
Mhm.
Last year. My people say Buggy Kui
Yeah.
and this is like bikes.
Well,
This is like
thank
bikes.
God he ain't dead because he was just in an accident
Yeah, boy.
and
Yeah.
hospitalized for a while.
But
Which is why he can't come to Barb to.
To the beach.
Artist.
Right
the
there.
beach, right. But clearing is a process, and there's more than one person involved. It's like, yeah, it says like a clear lyric voice,
But then the producer,
but the producers look all the
What?
thing. Yes, Coffee.
So
It's not.
everybody
it's whoever
involved
owns
in
publishing.
it. Yeah.
It's whoever owns the publishing.
Publishing is like 50% of the song goes to production. More often than not, 50% to rating. So sometimes
I
the
know,
artist
right?
may only got like
And then two
a
men will
tiny
not even
percentage.
be no more.
Yeah, men are cool anymore. So then you gotta study who got it right.
oh shoot. Yeah.
They got two sides of publishing. They got what you would call publishing one if you may, and publishing two.
Yep.
There's the rights and then the splits. So it's,
I want to get back to what you said about the sometimes the negativity that could surround your name though,
Right.
because I saw you in one or two things with this little public disagreements. One being it was one about Barbara. You saw that right, Kofi? Well, not a disagreement, but it's when you.
It was 2 tweets.
Yeah, it was 2 tweets. Yeah. You can remember it.
You were saying that you had a disagreement or with a DJ that's saying that the concept of Barbara wouldn't fall well on Bajan ear. You could pull it up because
I can trade it. So
Yeah.
It wouldn't fall. It wouldn't fall easy on Bajan ears, and it was.
Oh yeah.
It was blank. They got blank called
Right,
blank.
yeah.
Come on, was like, yeah, it was me, and
Oh, but Teff didn't say blank though.
he didn't.
No,
Teff
no,
didn't say
no,
blank,
no,
but
no.
blank replayed.
Blank came
Blank
out, yeah.
replayed. Blank was like, yeah, this is me or whatever.
But you see how easily that would be interpreted as Teff saying how that he has like negativity or people that are against him, which is why somebody will come out.
Yeah.
So I find it very strange that artists cannot be honest to a point where they can just say their opinion without it coming across as like negative, as opposed to like just constructive or something. People treat artists' opinions with a certain sensitivity.
not all artists,
Not all artists.
but
but quite a few.
More, yeah, thanks.
I probably do. I'm sure.
To the point where like artists have to remain neutral on things, which restricts you, Teff, from now being a podcaster, from giving your
Own
personal
opinion.
opinion.
Man, I got a real perspective.
I don't like I don't like that because you have
You're the first
wisdom.
person that actually hears like spin it from how I see it,
Right.
whether how I see it is right or not. You actually just literally laid it out.
Right.
And me and he never had a conversation
Right.
with him in his life.
Yeah.
I literally just come to this podcast and this is the first time we bringing this up ever.
The tweet
Right,
from
so
Teff went, a close DJ friend of mine told me Barbara wasn't going to work before I released it. Was probably coming from a good place, but proved that you can't let anyone project their insecurities onto you.
Right.
DJ Blank then replied, this is my opinion. Didn't say it wouldn't work at all and quite enjoyed the song. Also, wasn't any insecurity, just said I didn't think the word Barbara would connect, but the video made it easier to understand what the concept was all about.
So then after that, right, after that tweet, basically the way people interpreted it in a way that you had to kind of do a little bit of damage control. You wasn't really calling out anybody or anything like that. But you see what I mean?
Yeah,
But
you see what I mean. No, you see what I mean. Because let's read the tweet again. No, let's read the tweet again. Read the tweet one
read
more
whose
time.
tweet?
My tweet.
A close DJ friend of mine
Stop.
A close DJ friend.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, continue.
Told me Barbara wasn't going to work before I released it. Was probably coming from a good place.
Stop. What is it? What is it?
But proof that you can't let anyone project their insecurities onto you.
What's an insecurity? Something that you're unsure about?
Yeah.
But the silly thing is though, like to play devil's advocate, to be real, Teff,
Can't
that
let-
word, what you said was 1,000% correct, but that word ain't gonna fly in nowadays.
Insecurity has a negative connotation.
Thank
mean?
you.
Okay.
People think that insecurity means that you feel bad about yourself, which is not true. You could be insecure about any. Right now, my hair listening, and I'm insecure about it. Put on a hat. It doesn't mean anything. Cause I literally couldn't care less. But people has messaged me about my hair, so I just saying bolt it. So I put on a hat. But just as an example, like what you're just probably saying because blank feel this way about the song, don't mean that you should feel that way about the song.
Exactly.
But-
Sorry for looking at the phone while
You're
you're
looking for
talking.
the,
I was looking for
message,
something that I
yeah.
wanted to show you.
Right.
But yeah, I listened to you guys.
Right. That's what I'm pretty much saying. Like the choice of words is what's gonna make people attack, jump.
But let me see.
Punk, sorry.
Let me see what Teff phone though, because it seems.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
interesting.
actually want y'all to say on camera what's in the phone, but it's showing you this is me. I'm like messaging what's going on. But you know, right? It was like
I get it.
But actually read the truth for real. Just
I
see
read
like
it.
how the
Right.
men be talking. So like,
So yeah, so going back to what we were saying though, that people now taking what you're saying and that can influence them to stop listening to your
no,
music.
it's happening. I
It's
see
happening
people.
or it's happened?
I see people unfollow me for that tweet.
Really?
I see.
You get
Yeah,
canceled,
I see a
bro?
DJ. I see a DJ unfollow me for that tweet.
I know what you mean. I just know you. I know what you mean.
And then I see people liking blank comment that's following me. That ain't like my shit. No, and I not the one them like pre-yours, but it's the notifications.
Notifications
come up.
right
But why say it though, Teff though? Why say it? What is you were trying to just clear your head about it and just
I actually got a
Express.
passion. I have a passion for people not thinking that you have to just do this and that to get a song to work.
Agree.
But you do understand where blank is coming from though. 'Cause I can sit down right here and say.
Blank, yeah, you see the message I just showed you.
Right,
Me
yeah,
and
for
Blank
sure.
was laughing, B, at people's reactions to that and that. If you scroll on, you'll see.
so it wasn't a type of being provocative.
Like to start up noise.
I don't think I think it more
comes from a real-
I think it more came from a
I come from a real place.
It's a
from
real
a place
place.
of
Okay.
advice. That when somebody comes to you with an insecurity and you have a lot of negativity, follow what you think can work and it can work. Like how Barbara worked. That's what he was trying to say.
Basically.
But I ain't gonna lie.
So
But
as,
then-
don't get me wrong, as you are typing the tweet, you know that you got a little zing to it. But that's not. But that's not.
You know your goons can be.
But
like,
that's not where it coming
You know your
from.
goons can be like.
That's not where it coming from.
Who messed with you, Teff?
But
Yeah.
alright,
But I don't already get that.
so if
Alright,
it
yeah,
making
yeah.
music has alright, everything gotta be an extension of that.
Right.
So
Okay.
how I express myself. Let me not use the word art, but let me use you said provocative.
Right.
I said let me make a point.
Right.
And we spoke earlier about the conversation of having somebody that's for and against, and how that creates a conversation. My job as an artist is to create a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, let me talk about the next example of another DJ that had an issue with something that you tweeted and said. Right?
Yeah.
You want
I wanted to comment on
There
the
we go.
bank again, but don't worry.
Go, keep going. No, if you
Continue,
had a
what
point,
you
if you had a point.
So remember with the ice?
We good,
Forget.
we good.
Yeah, we on a roll.
Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on, give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
You said about blank.
He was gonna say something about this.
Right, yeah, it was about blank. Oh, right. I don't understand where anybody. You have to also look at. I don't know if you do, but you have to be conscious of this as well. Anytime you tweet something like that, because skeptics not gonna be like, he only says so for people to go and watch the video. Because the only reason why I watched the video is because of that tweet. I'm not 100% sure I follow you. I think I do, but I'm not 100% sure. I didn't see the tweet. I see a screenshot of the tweet, and then I was like, wait, Barbara Bob sang? And then I went to look at the video. I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't actively listen. When I listen to music, I don't, to be honest, I don't actively listen to lyrics.
Yeah.
If a lyric jump at me, it jump at me, but the melody sounds good, the melody always catches me first.
Right.
So then I went to watch the video now, and I was like, oh shit, this is crazy, this is amazing. But without that tweet now, just to show something, and it can't just be me. I'm sure there are other people that read that tweet and then made the connection between Barbara and Barbara, so that is to your benefit. It's almost like a call to action being.
I ain't gonna lie. The manager had me saying that was pretty.
It's so smart. It's such a smart way to bring a couple hundred views. Yeah, and that is a conversation, though.
But this leads me to my next thing. Prior to that, you had another dispute with a DJ.
Yeah.
With DJ Hachi. And that was even, in my opinion, the backlash from that was worse than this one by far.
Sure.
I'm gonna paraphrase. Basically, you said something about how Bajan DJs don't necessarily play the music of a lot of
It's always
artists.
good. It's always good to find the tweet and quote it, but
You remember what you said though?
I might misquote myself, but I think I said something along the lines of, as an artist that used to get a lot of radio
I remember
play,
you saying that.
I had said something. And I could say before I say this, I definitely didn't word this fairly.
Alright.
It wasn't far off of what my notion was, but it's little nuances that could change the whole perspective of a tweet, right?
I agree.
So, and somebody used to get a lot of radio play. I said something about DJs being bare followers, a bunch of followers. DJs in general, I remember them words for sure, being followers.
Are you looking for links? You looking for links
Yeah.
there? You looking for links there, though, Teff?
Never.
I don't know what to
You
search
are
to find
looking
it.
for links there.
I can find how shoes replaced, but
You looking for links there, though, Teff. Okay. There's one thing that I've learned about Twitter, which is why I no longer really use Twitter as much. There have been times where I have said something on Twitter, and somebody has disagreed with me, abused me on Twitter, and threatened to unfollow me. I say the same thing. I know, right? Threatened to unfollow me, right? Oh my God. Right?
That's a security be.
Listen, I'll see the person in person say the same thing. They agree off the top. They don't even question it.
that's a lie.
I wish I could call you by name, but I can't call
That
you.
has to be a lie, dog.
But there's something
That
about
sounds so foolish.
there's something about reading tweets and the culture on Twitter where people interpret what you say in the most negative way, and they're not charitable to your opinion.
I want to make a point that I realized when they was like, it's not necessarily like, this is not a thing of mine. I also not as big on Twitter just like you. I kind of like realized that's not my zone
Your
per
platform.
se. I would be on it, but I'm not looking to thrive there because I guess the vibe I put out might not necessarily connect fully with the vibe that is there. But anyway,
Same.
but it was the point I was making.
Wrong boy.
Yeah, bigger cosplay, man.
Around the silence there.
But yo, wait.
Gospel for true.
Not a point I was making. Damn it. Right. One thing I did realize though. People that react negatively, like no one tweet, if somebody follows you, like into you, no one tweet that has actual perspective on it is gonna make that person stop following you. The persons that would get overly vexed or unfollow you, people that already don't fuck
Care.
with you, you know.
Okay.
That they might either politically fuck with you or whatever other reason, you know. But so it's not like that person is gonna be the one that attends your show or buys your merch
Right. Oh, okay. Got
or
it.
pushes your song. So going back to the same conversation we had earlier about needing both sides for the conversation, that the art is the most important thing, creating that conversation. So if I'm not gonna change a mind, I could as well say what I have to say respectfully as I can to create a conversation. Because when I hold a show, the same people can come.
Yeah.
And the same people that ain't gonna come.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
I
You just, but what I will say, Barbados is small. It's what, 200,000 people. It's probably got like 19% of market tuning into like mainstream stuff. Like a lot of numbers you could break down, but the thing with Barbados is because it is small, opinion on you could shift more easily than in a big place.
Agreed.
So you just gotta be real careful. So that's why I kind of like ease up a little bit.
But I had
you almost censoring yourself.
Yeah,
though.
but
No,
yeah.
I won't say that. I'm not censoring myself. I'm limiting loose
I
talk.
still think that's a
I think that's
conversation.
censorship by
That's what
omission.
No,
Yeah,
let me
exactly.
show you why. Because you can say a lot of things off emotion, right?
Okay.
And that may not be the full. That may not be exactly how you feel, according to what you say. It may have remnants of how you feel because of the emotion. When the emotion is strong, you might say something well. So, I think it is good to approach it with same way. You know, I could freestyle a song or I could write a song carefully. Like Barbara, I carefully wrote Barbara, so I could carefully think about some of the things I say when I want to start a conversation too.
As carefully as you want to say them, at the end of the day, an opinion is polarizing, right? If you
right.
want to give a genuine opinion, right, some people are going to agree and disagree. But you're in a position where you have, I guess, conflicting, not brands, but one,
Yeah, the
people can be
podcast.
polarizing, which is the podcast. The other one, which you want people to be neutral when they hear your music so that they can receive it, at a
Right.
neutral place. I find it difficult for you, but I don't like the fact that you end up in a corner in a way.
I don't like it either, but the point is, it is what it is. So I
Yeah,
gotta
it is
find a
what
way
it
to
is.
work it.
This was,
You know
but
what I mean?
I had a negative perception of you before God,
All possible.
today, right? My thing
I
is,
said before today.
yeah.
Whoa, I thought
You
Why was president? No. My
Wow.
thing was
Let me hear this week.
all these years. I would see a lot of artists.
We can take them off your target practice. Then.
But I would see a lot of artists that are like approachable. You never give off that approachable vibe. Also, how do I put this in?
Before you even get there, keep that thought. How is an approachable person supposed to be?
It's hard to explain, but like a
I can
warm
give an
energy,
example.
like
Because I
Correct.
had this conversation 1,000 times with people, and I was like, yo, you know how people don't think that I'm approachable? And like somebody that know me real good be like, huh? And then somebody that know me kind of be like, I can see that, but if there was
You know
no
what's-
they
you
would
know what's
know
crazy?
that.
I remember when 2 Chainz was here for Rihanna Diamond Tour, and he was in the Gap.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know if that was a thing. Or
The Rihanna Diamond Tour, Rihanna Diamond Tour. You don't remember Rihanna's Diamond Tour?
Man's dreams are
I
vivid.
think I see 2 Chainz in a fight what is called in his own fight hat already. So I don't know if you
I
got when he was
can
there.
easily walk up to him and talk to him. I will think twice before I talk
That
to
was
him.
not 2 Chainz. That was just a man with locks. So.
Listen,
That's
I was in
hilarious.
LA. I was in LA this in June. Walking the 2 Chainz, we were on the stage with 2 Chainz is that.
He is a vibe he's give off that just so.
Yeah.
It's too.
But
It's more than one thing. Let me tell you how we got that. There is a group of people in Barbados. There is a bougie, highfalutin,
Don't put me in that.
socialite.
Please don't put me in
It's hard
that.
not to.
It's hard to think.
It's hard not to. And they are freaking annoying. They think that they are
Talk-
better
talk
than
things,
people
talk things,
and
I just
condescending.
push off that
And it's
vibe.
kind of unapproachable.
You-
You friends with them.
you-
don't-
yeah, that's the thing,
You
it's
don't
not-
do that today.
Name a
You
person.
friends with them niggas, no. You're friends with them.
Don't call them niggas.
Name,
You're friends with them.
but name one. Like, make people cool. Just name one. I just want to understand who to make it. Make it good.
I'd rather not.
You know the You know the best. Come on, man. I can say like people that
Alright,
know
don't name a nigga. I don't want to do that to you, but
people that know the. How do I explain this? Without being too vague and without being too
Too
off.
specific.
Marcus. You don't
Is it people that know people that promote events? I don't know what it is.
It's not that
I don't want to say the
It's not
people
just
that
promoters.
I don't want to say the people that are always on the FET committee
People
because
that
those
got
people, they
the
got
Chris
people
Brown
like that
money.
that are cool. But it's hard for me to explain it. But the highfalutin, Bajan bougie, people that and the mostly black socialites that are kind of like, hey, I'm over here with my margaritas and shit, right? With my one pair of square mouse I always wearing in Mojos. You stay over there, I'll be here. Those kind of people.
Me, I don't even wear square mouse.
I don't.
He be your friends though.
I don't even got the square mouse.
But
I can't understand.
It's a picture I can paint it.
Okay, fine. Jesus,
He big on the point.
I just find it.
God, we got name it though. But those kind of people.
Two interviewers, right?
those kinds of people, they're definitely very standoffish,
Right.
and they give off a vibe like they're better than you in a way, and
cool
they don't. The cool kids circle. And I felt that if you are a part of them, you are associated with them. So I guess I felt that I could have been wrong in thinking that.
But you,
I could have been wrong in thinking that, honestly.
Girls especially is telling me that, like, when I meet a girl and we actually cool and we have to talk, and so it's like, I always talk that. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I mean, I can tell you something. I definitely live in my brain heavily. So I might not always get the perspective that somebody else has on me. I am an overthinker, so I might be able to be good at analyzing external things, but when it comes to myself, I don't even realize these things. Honestly.
Right. No, yeah, and then also I think you come across too as a bit quiet, so I could have misinterpreted your quietness as being.
And that's what people that know me say, like, yeah, like, I don't, like, I'm pretty chill and quiet, so
right.
People think that I trying to be like, I literally to fight that narrative, I land places and show everybody that showed me or that I know on my way to work going to like.
But let me give you an example, right? Like I part of the open mic community.
Right, I was gonna say that before you, because we had this conversation before, I think.
These fellas like Justin, Kioma, all these guys.
Shout out to Sun Rock.
Big up Sun Rock. Big up Sun Rock for real.
Forever.
I mean, Sun Rock working on a project right now, already, man. Sampling like Jackie Opa and stuff.
Yeah.
You saying right?
I'm seeing him Tuesday.
But I hear Sunday and like, I'm so proud because Sun Rock was way more performer and freestyler than a recorder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to hear like what he like, if you hear this stuff, the amount of artistry is, he finally find a way to translate it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even sicker than what he's doing on stage alone, because he got some melodic stuff in it too. Like, I just can't wait for him to hear.
He's a technician though, and I think I honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel Sun Rock is the top 10 best rappers in the world. That's my opinion.
So you preaching to the
I've seen him do stuff that is.
I don't understand.
Magic.
I don't understand what man is doing. Like it goes
magic.
It feels like he's time travel and then come back.
Best improv performers I've ever seen. That's.
I see this man. But the thing is, right?
The improv side of
and
it.
the freestyle is amazing though.
Internationally doing
right. For me to be a hard rapper, you gotta understand like I guess like
situation.
Yeah, situations, whatever. What he does do though, the depth of his punchline that he makes up in the moment.
It
doesn't make sense. That's the part that don't make sense. You understand?
I remember I was at a
I could do that, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
I was at the open mic thing at Good Life.
In that area.
I was at the open mic thing at Good Life in Quayside. At Quayside. And I remember the man, I said
Quayside.
I've heard Keith's side already.
Keith?
Really?
Who's he?
Keith.
But yeah, he and Kioma does this thing where like they're freestyling and you just bring up things like a phone, a bottle of rum.
When I said that just now, I could do that good.
Yeah.
But see how he's taking situation and started to tell you about everything you come like this and all that way you should.
The man brought up it's Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is my favorite game ever. I brought up something. And the man ended up linking that to my favorite game ever and made a punchline about it. That does not make sense.
Right.
How is your mind there?
Let me give you an example. They had a time that his friend passed away, so he dedicated a freestyle to his friend at Hilton at a time. Like it was a fella, I think he died in no, this Sun Rock. Well, they died on a motorcycle accident or whatever. So he was talking about right. So he was he was freestyling, rhyming stories of what happened at school, whilst also giving insightful punchlines during. So that is like layers on rhyming it, thinking about the story, and then also punching to still be funny to keep you engaged in what you're saying.
That is
On the spot.
Wait,
That's
pause 1 second.
amazing.
Can I go on live or you want to leave this for when you release it?
What's that?
Can I go on live on Instagram or you want to leave this?
no, that's up to you, really.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo,
You prefer?
I prefer if we leave it. I prefer if we leave it. Yeah. Just because we in it now. We in it. But yeah, he hard. But no, we talking about other rappers. We can move on to other rappers. Okay.
Do that next, because I knew you would ask me about that. I actually think about that before I come.
Keep moving.
But no. I just add it to you and then move into.
Okay, go on.
It's funny that you brought up like the games and stuff like that, because this is where it comes from Mino. If you talk to them man, if you see me and them man interacting individually, Kioma, Sunra, all them, them man, good. We interact where people can see by message, and when we see each other, me and Kiyomas play basketball sometimes. Me and Sunra, like I said, here he whole project, etc. Right? But you gotta understand one thing. You are 100% correct that I should have made more effort to be more visible.
And that's yeah.
You're not wrong with that.
I agree.
But not doesn't mean saying not truly right. Different people have different lifestyles, and in a way, it worked out. Me holding on my corner and Sunra holding on his corner, that worked out to me in a way for the industry, because he built a low following and they built a low following, and both of those people got introduced to arts through different lifestyles. Right. I'm not a man that's played video games much or watch anime or he into martial arts. I just say, and I'm not saying that's not a reason. Like I said, I talk to these guys, but when you're talking about lifestyle, is what's actually guide who you're around and where you're around. So if you're saying that if you're around bullshit people,
that goes down though to why I said about reputation and character.
Right.
Because you when you phone, you know who you mess, you know who you play basketball, you know who you link with.
Right.
But as a man like Marcus now, or me or Mosey, we're looking from the outside. We can only see you, the people.
And like I said, I need that perspective, because I could think, I really should have been around these ends more.
Yeah, honestly, like even if it's just you go.
After he did come to the art name that one time.
So bad, man.
It was vibes though.
But me, listen. I mean, I can be real with you. I can be real with you.
I can tap the blows, cause
it's love.
I can tap these blows.
Like just going out and seeing somebody you don't know, just you being you, knowing, being confident with that, and just saying, "Hey, I'm Teff. How things going? You like the show? Cool. Alright, say, my man, I would never forget those moments, though. Never forget those moments. So
this quick before you. There's a balance though.
Exactly.
There's a balance.
Because you can't
be too pedestrian, you know.
Exactly. So I want to finish right here, but again, let me say one sentence. When you told me earlier about people's perspective of me, it's so funny. Me and the same as made this street clothing brand. We was talking about that the other day. We was like, we try and we always to unite people, and you realize that people is more so respect when you hold on your corner, and like they got a way. You can't calculate being a boss, but there are certain things that Bajans, even if it got come across negative at first, is allow people to psychologically put you in a place.
You could Big as Zone 5 properly too. On the same time, Big as Zone 5. A sponsor show.
You may want sponsorship 5.
Give me two shirts and a hat.
See what you said? I don't like how you said that.
I'm working with 5.
It's a top quality brand.
But in my quest to be a manager, an effective manager, I understand that there needs to be a healthy.
It has to be healthy, which is the hardest point to calculate.
Healthy separation between the rank and file and the artist. And when I say this, it's not to be pejorative or anything. What I'm saying is, there's a thing you can slip into where you become too pedestrian and people take it for granted. Right? Y'all know who I work with. It is not something that you can get every day.
Right.
People need to understand that. And Bajan mentality, this is the culture that we've all been reared in. We like to make things common, quick.
Name 5 superstars in Barbados that's do artistic stuff.
Superstars?
In your eyes. 5 superstars in your eyes.
Oh, many.
In your eyes. I can start with you because you two talking.
5 superstars is hard.
See?
It's hard because I in the community. I see these people every day.
And it's very much
so to you, those superstars.
Because we live in a small place.
I know, and I see this greatness, right? But we have an anti-celebrity culture in Barbados.
I was about to say when it's not the other day.
I don't think that familiarity takes away from the superstardom though. For example,
name one very familiar superstar.
Let me give an example.
Nah, just name that once and I can take it.
You know what's difficult?
I want you to
You know what the difficult part is?
I just want him to
Alright, cool.
name the person that you see a lot that is a superstar.
Mahalia to me.
Okay.
So when I see
But you
Mahalia,
ready to
right?
name one person though?
That's the difficulty. To name superstars in Barbados now is where the issue lies.
Because we like to
level
It's
Yes.
a matter of fact that we see them so much because there's a small pool here. But I don't think that necessarily means that that takes away from your superstardom.
I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is necessarily.
So
Don't look
you
at it
think
only
that-
from your
so
perspective.
you
Look
think
at
that-
it from people's perspective.
So you think that a superstar that there must always be a certain level of mystique to the superstar that
Not
they can't be reachable?
Yes, actually yes.
a little bit
A
of
certain.
separation.
You
Like
think
he said,
more-
it has to be a healthy
It
balance.
has to be healthy. For instance,
More than a
there's
superstar
certain-
to me.
Right, I was going to ask if you think more
We
than
can talk about
superstar.
side that we
Marcus.
see the other.
Brutal is a superstar.
We gotta define what superstar is.
But that's the
Right.
issue
No,
now.
it's
That's the
different
issue
to
now.
everybody.
But-
You don't gotta define
for
that
instance,
because we
right,
can't define it for other
I
people.
sit and
More
weigh,
no. Anyway,
I sit and weigh out the type of gigs we take. Like I have to sit down and weigh that, like what is good for the artist I manage, and what isn't good for the artist I manage. And really and truly, if it was up to her, fully, she were everybody. So we know.
I know her. I know Jan.
It's
She's
bleeding her or whatever. But you need to understand that Bajans, I shouldn't say Bajans alone, but there's a risk of becoming too common that you take it for granted.
So
More
too common to you because you said more is not a superstar.
But more
But
is
this is the thing.
interesting.
I just want you
It
to say
is-
more too common to you.
no, it's not. It's not
So why
that.
is he not a super? Why is Mahalia a superstar? And
I know more.
I'm sorry to be
Superstar.
asking questions and meditating, but
Mole.
why is Mahalia not more?
Not enough time that Mo has been out.
You make it sport.
No, not to me. Nah, Mo.
His name is Mo. He's short and sweet. He's riding a bicycle. No need for that Jeep. That Mo.
Arguably,
Lilo,
this may be the rum now,
I'm not laughing.
but arguably, Mo is probably one of the biggest stars in
To me.
Barbados
To me.
right now.
Hands
You
down.
need to define
Teff.
superstar.
Hands
No,
down.
do
Define
not.
superstar.
Why you shouldn't? Maybe we should define it as in what we think it is differently, but you can't define what a superstar is for somebody.
True. Teff,
The term superstar, I don't even lay in
We were
to say.
out
I'm gonna
with
say
this
celebrity.
you lost Mahila's corner. Shout out Mahila's corner, by the way. Mahila love you very bad.
This is my hit podcast, boy.
No,
She got real big.
real talk.
She's so sweet though.
Yeah, for real.
Like, warm energy.
Shout out to
Business.
Mahalia. Mahalia's corner is legend.
Show it to her husband, though. Respect.
Yeah, but
Yeah, sorry,
Shout out
boy.
to Sarah.
Mo came off stage. You and I were backstage. Mo came off stage, right? And people came off the side. I was like,
Yeah.
we gotta take
You
a
can't be
picture.
done. Let me follow this right there.
I say he ain't a star though. But superstar for me, a
I
superstar for
don't
me.
think you're dissing him. I just
No,
think
it's
you got
not the same. A different definition of superstar.
Yeah, for sure.
I think superstar requires something that is you have to be dominant in a certain lane, and Mole is dominant but along with other people in the lane. I don't think he's
Who ran this race with Mo?
Let me counteract.
That's a paradox.
Let me.
Who's running this race with
You
Mo?
said Mo is dominant.
Mo is fucking up Bashman Soka, dog. Why are you
You used
telling
the
me?
word dominant and then said
No, many people can be
There's
dominant.
no party.
No, many people. No, I'm not saying as in like.
I confused bad, Mark.
Bah, that's Rasky.
I'm saying okay.
Now
Let
you
me,
gotta be a lot more specific in what you're saying, cause
Alright, define
Mo
what
is
superstar
fucking up his lane.
Let's start by you defining what superstar is to you.
This suddenly branchables, by the way.
it's a lot of things. One of them for me requires longevity. Another one, there's a difference between being hot for the moment and having
Like Megan Thee
and having wait, hold on, I gotta finish.
Sorry.
The difference between hot songs and classic songs.
Right.
Now I am not sure if whether or not Mole has the classic songs yet, just because of time. Are they hot and is he the biggest thing now? Yeah, but we're never talking about superstar as something different. For example, Toni Braxton is a superstar. Is she hot now? No. But is she a superstar? Yeah.
Is Megan Thee Stallion a superstar?
No.
No.
But
Is she hot
we're not
now?
allowed to say
Yeah.
that. We're not allowed to say that out loud, though.
Is she hot now? Yeah.
These are though.
Right. Right. So but there is. I understand how it could be a bit confusing in a way. But okay, Lil Rick is a superstar to me.
That's not a question.
Right.
Wait, we getting no.
Mahalia is a superstar to me. No. To go back to my original point, Mahalia is a superstar to me because nobody in Mahalia's lane is doing what she's doing to the level that she's been doing it for so long.
Right.
Because of that, she has blocked off that corner. Nobody has the performing, like singing, rapping, dancing ability.
Yeah.
In terms of that,
I gotta be careful with my words when I'm talking about
careful,
artists too.
Teff.
Because that's one person, that's one set of people I never get shit on.
That's family.
yeah, but no, we ain't shitting at anybody though. We ain't shitting at anybody.
it's not shit.
We ain't shitting at nobody.
What I mean is, I would never like let any words be confused when it comes to artists. Maybe with other things, but artists.
This is what I meant by censorship, by the way.
Yeah.
This is still.
I would
you
censor
censoring
the wrong
yourself.
artist. Mahalia is a star to me for sure.
But
Right.
Marcus, you brought up longevity with Mole, and I find that interesting. You do not think Mole has classics. You think he has hot songs?
But we can't determine classics from now though.
You can.
First of all,
You can. I
let me
think.
cut you a little bit.
Think.
Mo has been out for a bit though.
Mole
bit.
being
I've
around.
been doing that.
A bit.
Ballad 40.
Come on.
That was about to bring up.
But he,
We
he's
done
so,
cleared
that
to
up
some,
with
to
the
some
authority.
extent, Marcus, you may be Clark B. You're not part of that culture. But on the ground, you see,
I'm never saying on the ground, B. He's quite on the service level.
he's surfing.
He's big,
No, but I mean on the ground.
Breathe is already a classic, and I
don't want you to get there.
Anything in the moment a classic, and Breathe is a classic.
But Mole is a phenomenon.
No, I'm not saying he's not
I know,
phenomenal. Wait, hold on, wait.
I want you to-
how this coming
Can it
on.
become
Right, this is what I said. You need to clarify what you're saying. Or what you said.
Mole is the hottest in my opinion.
I know you're not dissing.
Right.
No,
top
he's
five.
not. But those don't.
Right.
Those ain't.
They're easily right.
It's true,
Top
it's true.
3, one of the hottest artists right now. He gets the most pull. I think in terms of
Most
demand,
consistent
he
over the
gets
last
the
3
most. I think he's the most highest demand right now. I think
Most
that
consistent over the last 3 years.
the most consistent over the last 3 years as well. And if we're talking about superstars, I think that superstars there needs to be a length of time. Like I think I can only
Right.
rate superstars after
I don't think
5
so.
years
I think superstar
and beyond.
quality.
I think your calculus is a little off.
I believe
But
what
That's
Maybe-
my
but it may be
definition. But if
semantics
that's
too.
my definition, then that's my
Right.
definition.
It may be semantics
5 years
too, 'cause
and more.
I
No.
think a superstar is a quality they have. Like for instance, I wouldn't say that I emit the standard what a standard superstar quality would be, but I also believe there are superstars that don't emit that quality as well. So it's a matter of perspective. Like I push them more closer to regular. At least I think so. Regular guy vibe. I could be wrong.
I think you try to, but it doesn't come off that way.
I got signed up.
That sounded negative, but I mean what I said. It still comes off with a.
You wanna know how we define
grand
superstar?
illusion.
I feel like better than you.
This is how we
Yeah.
define superstar. The ripple effect of their influence. That's how we define superstar.
No, stop, because
That's
I
a
glad you
legend.
say so.
That's a legend.
No,
I'm glad you said so.
superstar. So now, let me come again.
Man, let me get into different.
No, I need to talk. I need to bring
my
this point.
definition of superstar. This is my definition of superstar.
Right, yes, I'm listening.
Teff is a rap superstar. Everybody that has come after Teff has contributed to his mainstreaming rap in Barbados, right? He is a rap superstar, right? In terms of in the Bajan context, right? So Mahalia will be like that because I can see the amount of people that are frontline performers that have been influenced by Mahalia's work, right? So that's why when I said longevity, I meant kind of like that. Mole is the best person right now at how the climate is in the last 3 years or whatever.
Okay.
I have yet to see anybody be influenced by
When
Mole.
you say
if you can tell me
influence-
somebody, but then
No,
let me
hear me. Do you when you-
Influence is important though.
You are saying influence, Marcus. Who you mean influence other artists, or do you mean influence the public?
Influence other artists.
No, why must a superstar have to influence other artists? Who is seeing him as a star? Other
Because
artists or the
I
public?
kind of agree with that at least a little bit, because a superstar to me has something that is like attractive to the point that other people just want to hop on or,
Cool. Which is
run
cool.
with it, take
Right.
it, run with
But
it.
what you can never quantify that for Mole, because at the end of the day, Mole was not a pioneer of his genre.
You don't think a pioneer.
Teff is a pioneer of rap. What Mahalia is doing and has done, nobody ain't really up there. Nobody can't really do that. She is a pioneer in her own regard. A lot of these people you're describing are pioneers. You cannot say that for Mole because people been doing it before Mole. People will do it after Mole.
People came before Teff though, Billy King Kid and Ruby
but
Tech.
have not done it like Teff. is
Exactly,
doing it.
precisely.
But how many people before Teff? Let's be real.
I'm gonna argue though. I'm gonna argue that
I've
Teff.
tested sleeping.
I'm gonna argue.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
make the argument, and I don't know if man would think. Billy Kincaid, big up Billy Kincaid and Ruby Tech. I would say that Teff has influenced the up and comers in Barbados more than they have. Now, did they come before him and did they play a huge role? Yes, of course they did.
Right.
But I mean, it just in terms of the influence now, this is something, to me, this is something different.
Right.
This is now, what is he doing that, although he's not the first to do it, but the way he did it and packaged it,
Right.
how can I pull elements from that? I see that in you, I see that in Mahalia, I see that in Rick, of course, I see that in multiple people.
Right.
So the whole thing about, but I know that people gonna come at me for this whole thing about Mole. Mole is a star.
don't
Mole
think
is
that
being
you
talked about.
explain yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
So
explain yourself.
in terms of longevity, in terms of influence, whatever, we can move on from that. I got another topic, but want to go other comments? Let me shift.
I wanted to bring up like
just mention who I think is superstars in BIM quick. I think Mole is a superstar. I think Brutal is a superstar. Because
Yeah,
to me,
Brutal.
superstar is an aura.
you said
I
yes.
understand.
Bro.
So your definition,
Yeah.
what's your definition of superstar?
It's more of an aura, a presence. I separated from you for real, and it's so funny because I swear to God I don't push that vibe. So it's funny that when the men just pick up that sorry fucking vibe or whatever, but.
I get that vibe, yeah.
But them men naturally, the people I call in naturally are superstar. Like Surf Rat is a superstar. Like
Another man from
Maserati in his run, obviously he ain't got the run no
talking about
more.
that.
But in his run, he had that energy
Oh
of
man,
like,
I
oh my
can't wait to talk
God, you
about
know.
that shit.
Before we move on, right? I just wanted to. You brought the influence on Mole, and I found that real strange because I feel that if Mole say A, it is A. I loved because Sis is my boy.
I'm not passionate about more, but
That's the thing. Like I don't feel like I arguing for myself. Big up Chris. I feel like I'm arguing for she more than anybody.
Who?
Crystal.
Oh,
yeah.
When Thunderbolt Runner came out,
No blame
it was hard.
It's you.
I felt like Thunderbolt Runner was Sis. Yeah, I prefer Thunderbolt than Bajan. And then I hear from I had a DJ group chat. They might tell me they got a raw rhythm for Thunderbolt Rhythm. I think yeah. I painted the whole picture to show you what my set was. So I knew this existed. I knew this was a thing. When you hear the lyric, everybody know okay they got a dirty version.
right.
That was it. Mo sang his dirty version in a snap, and everybody went wild. I cannot play this song out because people requesting the dirty version that ain't out yet because
Right.
Mo existed.
Right.
Not that like this is sort of pull this man has on.
So just to clarify what you're saying, you define a superstar's influence based on what the public wants.
I have to define an influence a superstar on the public. I can't define him by other artists.
But
No, but if I have to go by star and superstar, there are stars that look up to Rihanna, that are like huge stars that look at Rihanna the same way that we look at Rihanna.
We're not talking this Rihanna superstar.
Right.
We're talking
Which,
about
yeah, that's not-
perspective.
Right,
But,
but-
so let's say stars. Rihanna them is superstar. We say a star. But you know what I mean? And I think according to what you're defining, Mo is actually a superstar according to your definition, just not according to you because you're not as into him as maybe the next person. Not saying you're not into him, but somebody's following him would see he has that.
But
influence.
again-
Rihanna posted, man, for crying out loud.
I feel men is look at Mo and
I'll
say
say
I want what
birthday.
he has.
Politicians
No,
use
but
his
again,
soundtrack.
but again,
Dog like
Mo
that is
is met women scream on
Again,
stage.
though,
Mo
again.
went London,
I-
New York, Toronto. I think Toronto, I could be wrong.
It's
And
Toronto.
big man girls is be
Birds,
fussy
crowds,
when they
big
get
act-
pictures of Mo.
again, my criteria is not based on the public's
Right.
influence. It is off
But
of
it's-
the
we're
artist's
talking about a
influence.
I have to
It has to
argue.
be-
I'm more arguing your definition of a superstar.
Okay,
I think
well,
that-
okay,
that's what I'm
I
arguing.
understand. Okay,
So as-
we can
we can move on,
we
but
can move on
semantics
from
wise, I think what you're talking about is more a legend in my head.
that. Okay,
And a superstar
okay,
is more
okay.
the person with
I
that
could
energy
be
to-
wrong
Yeah,
with
that-
that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
for
I could be
real.
wrong with that. Then
Right.
let's move on.
Yeah.
You mentioned a name, Rico Maserati, right? That is somebody that I see you speak to. I don't know if you're still close to him.
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay, safe. Babla like Minim. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Safe. I just playing. In terms, an article came in the paper 2 years ago that we've argued on here already, right? Where Rico said that
Oh God.
he's going.
I'm drinking drink one time.
No, that had nothing to do with that.
Rico. First of all, you gotta preface this because everybody think everything has come out of a matter of hate.
Right.
No, we look at other people's mistakes and triumphs so we can learn from them, right? So we're just trying to understand what the mindset he was coming with, right? But with Big Up Rico got a lot of good music, and we looking forward to all the music that Rico brings out and all this stuff. But in that same article, Rico said that he does not want to do his CXCs because he wants to focus on music. I want to know why you tell Rico not to do CXCs.
I was like, what?
Well, first, let me preface everything by saying we not cool right now, so I'm not really gonna speak on that type of stuff. But one misconception people have: I never mind this Rico Maserati.
That was a question I had.
Yeah,
I heard
I
so
say this
right.
all the time. Like almost any interview.
I mean,
I
you see
always bring it
like
up.
an indigo branding.
No, because we
videos.
did that music video. My manager was working with him. You know what I mean? On a more, they were building.
Okay.
So me and my manager tight. Part of Indigo, so I was just helping out. So.
I mean, Amanda did a cameo in video too.
Right, I directed that video.
Oh.
Right, you know what I mean? So that's why it has the Indigo Films
same.
logo on it. It's not just a logo. But yeah, I would not say we weren't helping. I would not say we weren't helping him out. I think Maserati is one of the best things that happened in a way to rap in Barbados. He might not be like. He got the feel of a foreign rapper, right?
I want.
That might not necessarily be good. That might not
That seems
necessarily.
familiar.
I want to know if you think this if it's foolish. I just say that for Bajans, Rico Maserati walked so that NBA Youngboy can run.
Nah, that don't make sense.
Yes, it does. No, I understand with me 100%.
That's the same vein, dog.
I understand with me 100%. We will not have. We will not.
NBA Youngboy walks so Rico Maserati.
No,
No.
we will not have pump on NBA unless it was for Rico.
Before Bajans,
Yes.
before Bajans.
That is so smart.
That is same group of people, and they love
Dog.
you.
I
The
guess
same way.
them in the same subgenre, but like.
That don't blow my
to me,
mind.
I'm not even gonna go there. I can just say what I gotta say. Maserati makes great songs. He got the quote unquote superstar vibe that we talking about to me. And he, especially being young and having that crowd, like
There was a cult following.
it really if you look at that man numbers and I remember the period of time when his songs was out and you hear
Right.
like every van that passed you, every promo CD, every
True.
And as a
you
rap
would
song.
hear it wherever
Crazy.
you go, right? For rap and
Fast.
Barbados, you
Fast
can't diss that.
Right.
Like, that's a real thing, you know what I mean?
That's a feat.
Right, yeah.
That's a feat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what he got a civil man.
But I really thought you had managed.
It was only because he literally didn't perform he was advertised for Moonlit Festival, and then he didn't go to all the rehearsals. And then when they called him about it, he just talked to me a certain way, and then he didn't come on the night. And I had people that come out for him.
That's
But can you
So-
just attribute that to just him being young, saying that he's like 18 or whatever?
Yeah, but I could also let a young person learn rather than be the person to.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that I really don't want to tell him Maserati because we ain't cool, you know what I mean? So let me not stretch this out. I'm just saying Maserati do
So
your
what
thing.
you mean that your man do you see?
I'm just saying Maserati do your thing.
Sorry.
Like, actually, like he's a man that could drop at any time and get.
For sure.
It might not be the same number he was getting
But-
before, but he can get more than everybody else. So I just hope that things work out for Maserati.
I really wanted to talk about him, but
In general, though, can I just want to ask you what would you recommend to somebody that gets a level of stardom and notoriety from early to not do their sexies?
No. Why would they do that? Like,
especially in Barbados, though.
something could happen and disappear. You could lose your voice. Anything could happen. I
Yeah.
think in life in general, you should never put your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
For real.
I learned from that for myself too. So. It's always
Interesting.
good to not put your eggs
I
in
was
one
really
basket.
looking forward to talking about that.
We were looking forward to talk about all the CSCs.
No, not just his CSCs on the whole, just
No respect. Though.
your image on him. Actually, I want to know how you feel about Bajan rap on the whole, to be honest. Like, I don't have to focus on him.
Yeah, how come a lot of Bajan rappers don't get what you get in terms of like the becoming mainstream on our radio station?
Yeah,
and
like when I
stuff?
hear man like Mad Mixie, I feel like they deserve.
Yeah, makes you hard.
I
They
met- I met
deserve-
him- I met him 2 weeks
Missy,
ago.
where she did doing stuff for a while.
Yeah.
Right, and I feel like
Her producer too.
what did you do?
I built my relationships. Alright, so I'm a planner. See, like planning is not something that you see somebody do. So you wouldn't know that I plan, but I'm a planner. So it'd be funny, like for real, when I hear like the feel, because man, come and tell me what everybody say, you know, like hip hop, like group chat man got, and the different people just come. That's how it's happened. So it's interesting that man is always saying, Teff has got love because he friends his play and this and that, but man don't understand that like. Me and these men wasn't friends
Before.
Yeah, like I build these relationships.
cultivated.
I was doing events, man. No urban spring break, and them started like I would call them legendary events. Not because of me, just because of how they turn out. But I don't know if you ever went to an urban house party or urban spring break or nothing like that. No?
I did not. No.
I think
I remember it. I remember it.
Like, cut out that part about legendary. That sounds like an idiot. But yeah, that one, boy. Yeah.
I went to that one.
Right. So. Like I would get to hire DJs for events. Those not the only events I did. But I would get to hire DJs for events. I would build these relationships. I put music. I talking to men. Not just when they get a song like yo, B, you can play my song. It would literally be because I into music. I into creativity. So when I see men good at DJing, I just talk to men about that shit. We talk about music. So it's not just a matter of, oh, I got a song, drop that. A lot of people think that they're supposed to do music and that they're that hard. That everybody's supposed to know at the same time. Oh, this man I don't know drop a song that hard, so how we gonna play?
Right.
Like that's the same in your head thing that I was talking about, right?
Right.
So I would just say like I built relationships over time. No, there are a lot of rappers in BIM now that have a lot of talent, and me specifically from my travels when I was doing them same promo runs, I realized that people out there are looking for an overall vibe and not just one artist. So I would always ask, yo, what else I got going out there? Who else rapping? Who else doing this in Rihanna land? And these different things, right? So I realized after a while that I got packaged a vibe. Well, not me, but a vibe has to be packaged for people to feel. So that's when I got on the rhythmic. Also, they look for our stuff to be slightly different. They don't know what they're looking for, but they're not looking for the same thing that they have.
Because it's from Atlanta.
Yeah, so Maserati is like an exception. He sounds like over there, but I am personally focusing on working with the people that are giving off an island vibe that's not cheesy.
That's not cheesy.
So certain authenticity.
So this, certain, yeah. Like, Shian got, you just want to take a walk by the ocean. You know, I got it though.
It's a funny story about that song, by the way.
I will hop on that.
We do have to talk anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I will hop on that, by the way.
Yeah. All right.
Shout out to Shian.
Safe.
But right, to answer your question, some people are just mimicking the American men.
Yeah.
And that's why they also not getting. Because people not looking to us for that.
You
Unless
know,
you could really do it like that, and you also giving off the energy.
That bitch explains probably why Levy getting the forward he getting.
Yes, because you switch it and went in a whole other direction.
So he's not, is he still a rapper to you think? Somebody told me he's not. I thought he was.
He's
honestly,
flinging in my opinion.
Nick has rapping chops though. Nick has rapping. Levy has rapping chops though.
Yeah. I am more a fan of Levy on his melodic rap style.
Flinging.
No. Actually,
flinging?
So he got like three styles. So he got like rapping, like Americanish. Then he got melodic flow, which melodies always take you back to your home voice. So it don't really matter. Like if you're rapping without melody, you can be trying to sound like American. You rapping with melody, you can sound more like yourself. Because this when you go to melody, you go back to your own voice. And then he got the other part, the new age thing, where he's like, I don't extra Bajan.
Okay.
I am a fan of the middle one. Like a big fan too.
Yeah, you.
His freestyles have birthed a following from the third one.
You think he was working on white collar crime, you mean?
I think he got.
Because that's where I found that.
Right, that same style.
In the man group shot, like that was different.
So when I was speaking to him, I was like, just know that when you do freestyles and you go into that, you gotta be able to translate that vibe to a song if you want to build songs, right?
I want to show you a vibe though, Teff. To be honest, no, you mentioned that, right? No, you mentioned that. No, that before the podcast done, we ain't touch on it.
Let me hear this now. Deep in the realm.
I want to word this real proper, but I will not.
I know it's funny because he sense of yourself.
So like, you can you forgive someone for thinking that you just hop on vibes because you work with Aiden Levy. You work with I don't want to call I gonna mention Crop Soldier 1 too because when Crop Soldier's song come out, it was out of left field. It was not like a like it. I thinking about it from like a different perspective now, like from a business perspective. It's to get out in this area now. I can bring a song with the Bajan field to tap in the Bajan audience. You get me? You do some work with other local artists. You work with Ed Levy. I know you. Pardon me?
Lead pipe. Oh, sorry, I was just.
I know you got barber with lead pipe. Sometimes. How does it sound currently?
And just to add on to what you're saying, sorry.
No,
But even back
I want to do a song with LR, who's currently the man.
Right. Which makes it worse.
but back then, before you were working with J. Cole, you had a strong relationship with J. Cole, but then eventually that fizzled out when J. Cole wasn't kind of like on the scene anymore. Go continue, Kofi. Anyway, yeah.
No, I was ending on that. So it's like, it almost feels like you. Honest to God, like before talking to you as a man, I said this 100 times in the podcast. Like you seem like a different person. Online, I don't want to say online in life.
Right.
In passive life, you seem like a completely different person. This is a very surprising vibe.
Right.
So no, like you still need to do answer to the people that ain't had this opportunity. It can seem almost like you riding a wave.
So,
a very long wave, a tsunami even.
right. So what? So say what you're trying to say in a sentence so that I can answer.
It feels like you
piggybacking off people's success.
You work with popular people. Marcus said it very much worse. But you work with popular people, me.
So let's go. The name's your name. So you said Maserati, right?
I didn't open with that, but that's very valid. You work with Maserati.
I can name them. No, you did open with that.
Not open with Crown Soldier. I forgot Maserati.
And Levy.
Maserati is actually
you have side segment though, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Crab Soldier.
No, Maserati. you
Maserati.
You're right with that. Maserati.
My manager was working with Maserati and asked me to do the video and or help push the vibe.
Cool.
1. 2.
Crab Soldier.
Rap in Barbados. What did we say earlier when I told you about my travels and what people look for?
This is so interesting, man.
Packaging a vibe.
Yeah. Which is what you did.
So I know that I have a certain influence in rap in Barbados. So if I think that something has potential, I put my energy behind it. I actually always push. If you tell my story, I always post in somebody's song. It's not necessarily a person I work with or have worked with, but that's something I always do. If you follow me. If you're not following me, I can understand how you can get that perspective.
Right.
No, Levy.
Sorry.
So
who did the video with Crab Soldier?
Jordan English.
Big at yourself. That video was clean.
Yeah.
That was clean.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Levy.
right. So I do. So Levy, no. Another man that I thought would have been good for the rap game to me. You know, he remind me of me in certain ways. And think about this. I don't have any songs with Maserati put up. So how was I writing that way?
I mean, we were in his videos, but at least
It's not necessarily what you were.
I was in a video that I directed.
I
This is
got
not-
the impression that it was a Teff endorsed thing.
Yeah, that's
I
what.
mean,
That's exactly what it was. I directed it.
From the
No,
public,
but
the
fair, but
audience
felt-
of public opinion, no,
Right, I just
the core of public
that's
opinion.
fine,
Sorry,
that's fine.
It felt like there
The
was
audience
a bigger
probably,
involvement
talking
than
shit,
it actually was.
And that's what I get all the time.
'Cause I thought he was
And
a
if you
good
check-
artist.
If you check all of my interviews all the way back to the same with the podcast he was talking about earlier, Trudy White.
Squadcast, yeah,
I
Trudy White,
always
yeah.
say, I always, and that was in his run, I always say, yo, I'm not managing Maserati, not making no money off him. Nothing like that.
I remember you saying that
You
too.
see, Bajan's got a vibe where, like, we so used to artists not being together that when you try to join together,
the man talked about that so long the other day. Bajans do not
Like, think about it.
collaborate. We do not.
Think about it. I had a question earlier about Child Teff, boy, you don't like none of the man, you don't, you don't get
don't
none of
vibe
these
with me,
circles.
yeah.
And then on the other end, it's like, yo, Teff, you hopping on the vibe. So it's like,
It's very hard. It gotta be
I
difficult.
try to tell you, it is insane how people
It gotta be difficult.
perceive things.
Yeah.
Levy, no, and I got my festival too, which I put Levy on. I think that was one he first, like, I think that was his first band performance. Chris Irie is another person that he's pushed a lot. She was on Moonlit.
But the thing is, all the names you're calling are names that have built a following, and then you came on after the following.
feel like you
Or
made them the
when they
midpoint.
were bubbling.
The
In
midpoint,
terms
yeah.
of when it is like the youngsters and stuff, I don't hear you on these smaller rappers' names.
Okay, so what I will always tell every artist looking at me right now in this camera, you are going to learn that in this age, you are not discovered. You build your vibe to a point if you want recognition. Nobody, me especially, because I'm not even managing the artist like people think, but no entity is gonna say, yo, that person could sing real good, that person could rap real good, B. I'm gonna invest my money in that. We live in a different time. You as an individual, you have to show that you have the capability and understanding of your brand and how to garner an audience. Because that's the reason there's no more artist development from labels. Do what you can to a certain point, and then we know, all right, this person can handle a certain side and element. All they're trying to do is pull together the people that I think talented. Name like one of the names you was gonna name.
For what?
When you said why you don't hop on like what you call
Okay, like for
Darby.
example.
Who?
Darweezy.
I don't know.
A Bajan rapper. Nah, a Bajan rapper. I remember him from
No, I fight the Bajan.
I do a show again on a magazine called Top 10 Talk. It went on hiatus, but it's coming back soon.
So how you think you know about people? I don't know about that person.
Right. The only reason why I get you 100%. The only reason why I know about him is because selected charts. The top 10 was based on selected charts top 10, and he would occasionally chart.
I'm not sure who that is. Chris Irie.
Okay, well let me can I answer? Can I answer? For example, Chris Fields.
I actually think Chris Fields is super talented.
Unbelievably talented.
I feel like he known though.
So then, no, he's
Actually,
not
no.
really. No.
He's not that small.
He is actually a great example.
How come?
Is he
so wait,
small?
But there are a lot of guys. There are a lot of guys that have a lot of talent. We can tell. You can tell, saying that you are in the actual
is actually-
field, but they don't have the popularity. But it seems like you jump on people that have the popularity and the talent as opposed to
Alright,
just the talent. So they give them.
So let's go. Let's
Let's
name
do it.
all the name an artist and let me figure out when I started working or messing with them. Name one artist out of the list we were just talking about.
Oh, lead pipe. Let me just get him.
Lead Pipe, alright? Bubbles set up a collab for me on Lead Pipe like 3 years ago. It didn't work out, not because of me. Later on, he tried to set up another collab between me and Lead Pipe. It didn't work out. Me and Lead Pipe would see each other all the time and say, yo, baby, got a collab. Yo, baby, got a collab.
So is it ongoing the relationship over this collab?
Yes. Then, I do the song Barbara. Tell myself it's a concept. It actually took me longer to write Barbara than a lot of songs because I was like, alright, let me be specific about every line and what I'm doing.
They can tell.
When I finished writing intro, hook, verse, I was like, who are you gonna put on this? I need somebody good at concepts and somebody that good at punchlines and lyrics. So I thought of SK and Lead Pipe.
I'm scared of it.
Both people that I know and we cool and we, yeah. So then I say, you know what, I can go with Lead Pipe because he just dropped a Afrobeat influence song and this is a Afrobeat influence song. That's what made me choose between Lead Pipe and SK.
Fair.
Name another
The
one.
same reason that I
Alright,
wouldn't
yeah,
call
answer
the
that,
same
answer
reason why I wouldn't call Barbara Afro
I said influence.
life.
I said
Yeah, for sure. I get what you mean, but the same reason why I did not say Barbara, I Monty said he thought it was Afro influence. I don't because
It is though.
Influence. It doesn't have to be.
I get what both of y'all are saying.
It is.
I just give him my personal
Trust me, I
perspective.
studied music for enough years.
And I just saying that I think different, dog. But I don't vaccinate my children. I just feel that's not the vibe I get from either Sometime or Barbara.
Right.
I honestly, if I say no and I think about both songs right now, I understand what you mean 100%, but you're wrong. But yeah,
Well,
I get
I
what
can
you're
only tell
saying.
you what influenced my decision.
Which is cool.
That was my decision.
And it makes
maker.
sense when you say.
Right.
Again, Teff, I can say,
It's cool to.
it's from the outside,
Right.
looking in.
That's what
Them things
podcasts
is
are
look,
for.
them things is look real different, B.
That's fine.
Them things is
Name
look
a next
different.
artist.
Cause look, my mom already know it.
Okay.
That's
That point
fine.
was big.
That's fine. Name another
B,
artist.
Okay.
I mean, who I mentioned before that point?
Mind you, Lead Pipe, when I was thinking of this song, I was like, yo, I always wanted to do a song with you, as you know.
Let me add to a quote. Let me add
Machine
to.
Get
Let
Me
me add. Let me
Podcast.
get.
My Osvaldo, my Pargy, my Lepe
Osvaldo.
Get Me Podcast.
Right, so y'all name
sorry, his
another
name
name.
is
Y'all
Shane?
name Lead, y'all name Crab, so do whoever. Just name another
Oh.
name.
Alright.
So I could keep.
Can I give an example?
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not that you were on. You were on a few songs with Jaco and had a good collaboration with Jaco, but it's that you stopped when, coincidentally, when Jaco stopped being as popular as he was.
Did Jacob stop doing music?
Jaco didn't stop doing music.
Yes, he did.
No, he come up with that Gentleman's EP and all kind of thing.
But he had a long pause between when me and him stopped. and when he brought up music. Also, Jaco turned Christian. Shout out to Jaco for finding his faith. But he doesn't even record.
Shout out Jesus too,
He doesn't even. Jaco doesn't even record. Jaco would not even record my content.
So he.
More often than not. I got some songs that he would. But
Yo.
literally, he's a serious Christian.
So he would.
That's still my brother. That's still a man that I talk to. For people that always wonder about Jaco, because they get this question sometimes, like, what Jaco doing? Jaco never wanted to be an artist at the forefront. He always wanted to be a producer, songwriter, and that's something that he avidly does.
He always had those chops.
He avidly does that daily with a team from outside. And he got a gold record with Akon in Germany.
Dimitri,
And he got, shout out to Dimitri, you know
my guy.
Right? So this summer self, me and Jaco do 5 songs.
What?
That we wrote, produced, recorded, and pitched to a major label.
That is beautiful.
Oh, sick.
So
That is beautiful.
I just be showing you like.
Wait,
That makes
I don't want
sense.
to cut you off, but you said pitch a major label artist, as in these are demos, or these are...
Yeah, like we got a person to sing the references.
Okay, cool.
Pitch, you know, so like.
That's how it
I just
works.
trying to show you how perspective is. It'd be crazy to me.
Yeah.
I will still always reference. Remember, in this one conversation, one man tell me that I don't link people, and one man tell me that I rate in waves. Just remember that I don't link artists. I rate in artist waves. But I'm not saying that negatively. Just
I get what you're saying.
I'm just trying to show you the nitpicking that's happening.
Okay.
Right?
I don't want to nitpick about that. I don't want you to think
I don't think it's negative. I don't think.
Right, I don't want you to think that we like kind of grinding you or not.
Because we're not.
We're
We're not.
just trying to have
a podcast.
We're just trying to have a discussion about.
Well,
yeah.
not a podcast.
Furthermore, like,
But
these ain't necessarily
misconception.
even our own personal views.
Exactly, they're not.
So then Levy, no. Me and Levy linked, no, true. I was working with Chris Rose and the man around doing like Jono and them. And he was working around that man. And the night, the man literally went Mojo's.
As you do.
All the men as in
No
the
square
doing
ones,
like man. Then we were in the studio, me, Levy. We went back to the studio at 2:00 in the morning. And it was just me and he. And the man recorded the tune.
My thing
And
is.
then, same thing like I said, I mentioned earlier from my travels, packaging the vibe. He was doing the whole island. He was adding the island vibe to his songs.
Island Indigo.
What other? Nah, come on. Man. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Remember, keep the narrative alive. Remember what I was saying. I remember all the things I was saying in this interview. Building a Caribbean influenced rap song. Going overseas and knowing that several people gotta do this thing. Also holding Moonlit and these different things.
Right.
So.
Sorry. That juice is not related to you anyway. I just remembered something.
Yo.
I am very sorry.
So bad.
I am very
So-
sorry.
I understand just why everything makes sense.
Right.
And I can understand it too, having like people being able to see through some aspects of it. And that's fair if I didn't pull it together as smoothly as I was hoping I would, but
Yeah.
it is intentional.
This is the-
fucking with Levy is intentional. Fucking with Chris Irie is intentional.
My flip of what Kofi says is, I don't mind you hopping on to who's hot.
Wait.
I
sorry.
just
right, but also Levy was not big before I was fucking with Levy. When was Levy big from? And no, wait,
I know
pause.
Nick for a while.
Wait,
yeah, me too.
just so the
So
men
it's
don't know,
kinda
just
different.
so the
I know
men
Nick
know
for a
me on the ram, I not in no way trying to say I meant Levy big. I did not. Levy made me big.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let me.
But I
You
trying
gotta
to say
clarify
I
though.
was fucking with Levy
Long time.
before he blew himself up.
The thing is, I glad you said
I don't
that
want
as
a
well, blew
long
himself
time.
up,
I
blew
don't want a
himself
long
up.
time. But before he blew himself up,
But
I was working with Levy.
sorry. I just wanted
Me and Levy got
to
cool
know.
before that.
Is very subjective when Levy get big.
Right.
To be honest, because I'm not saying you had any influence on his career,
I
because
not
what
say
you
that
said is
either.
100% correct.
I'm not saying that.
But there are I want to say 2 stages to his career, where I would say the Instagram freestyles,
right.
and then this era current with like haha, and
Right.
yeah,
And to me, two of those
They-
together. No.
they're 2 together to you,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Because
this
the last
is,
thing he dropped is a freestyle. So.
right. I'm not saying that it's the same. I'm not saying it's a different person. I'm not saying it's 2 different projects even. I just feel like it's almost 2 different levies. I feel like there was almost a graduation to another level in that space of time.
I mean the Bajanization of him.
Like
is the other
it's
graduate-
almost
the
like he
other
perfect
level.
his art to a sense that there's another level in there.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
he skipped towards.
Okay.
I'm not saying again that Teff had any influence or it has anything to do with Teff. It just feels like, if any, like for devil's advocate, if anyone was to say that Teff was riding the wave, that was it. And devil's advocate, a malicious person could say that Teff is so gonna say he pushed you there.
I ain't gonna
That
say,
didn't happen. I just making that.
I ain't gonna
Maserati built himself to where he at.
These men doing them things.
I
man.
am managed neither the two of these men. I am met any two of these men bigger
But,
than
but
other men.
I can't see a Teff influencing these things.
That is what I'm saying.
Huh? You got what?
I can't. I don't perceive your song is very unique, by the way. I need to say that.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Right.
No one's saying that.
So you're not hearing that and
I'm
their
not
shit,
hearing
right?
that.
And so at
I'm
least
not-
You
I
are
get-
not hearing that.
I
I
saw
But
a
like,
lot.
don't know who can.
You know what I can do? I cannot collab with nobody.
relax. That's not it.
I can look for the person with
You see, you know that's the thing.
exposure.
You know that's the thing.
Teff
The
collaborative
thing is that
one more. I can look for the person with the least exposure and get them around.
But that's it.
Let me tell you something.
That's the point I was making.
I posted artist Shian since this EP.
Respect, Teff.
I post Shian because the production that she is messing with now is the part that I thought was missing.
roll down, boy.
I think that Shian is probably, arguably the best soul vocalist in Barbados.
Tell me something I don't know, Teff.
But her style of production was slightly dated, or rather for a certain market.
Right.
And I always thought she should get more money. You could go and show Shay, and you could see that I was talking to him.
Shay's my guy.
But if you ask Shay, Shay would tell you that I was telling him this. I was talking to him about this for a while because I was talking about artists with artists. I know, bum, drop the EP, new songs. I am very happy. So that's
Shall
what
be
I
on
want to
our
post. Why would I post something that I believe in 80% when I could post something I believe in 100%?
I respect that. I respect that.
It gotta be very difficult.
But
As you, sorry.
I want to flip what Kofi's saying. It's not necessarily for me. The issue is not that you riding a wave, but my issue is you're not attaching your name to potential waves. There are talents out there that show that they have talent but don't have the popularity.
Because I don't.
And if you collaborate with people that are like on the underground for now and get them big, it seems like you just more find somebody that although they would benefit from you hopping on them, you would benefit from them too. I would like to see if you bring up somebody that I just totally.
But how have I
underground.
benefited from any of the people that I put on?
Come on, man. Come on, Teff. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Tell me, I swear
Nah,
to
Marcus,
God, tell me.
I don't tell Teff for now.
It's a conversation.
Other than Barbara, I
Oh,
can't tell you about nobody that he benefits
Barbara
from.
for sure.
How have I benefited?
Other than
from any of
Barbara,
these people?
he ain't
The
benefit.
like for example, the Crab Soldier following is not the Teff following, but
The
they would
Crab
have been
Soldier
introduced to
following-
Teff through Crab.
Yeah,
the
but
Crab
what-
Soldier
But were
Teff
they?
collab.
But were they? But were they?
But were they what?
Because that song was hype. That song was Vice. But that other song did not. I didn't hear that song from.
By the way.
Pardon me?
Shout out the crowd.
Yeah, for real, for real.
The crowd.
I didn't hear that song. I have not heard that song on a Road 11 van.
Right.
I didn't hear that song in a
Yeah, that song.
in a
That song was
dub.
big on
Rendezvous is
wherever
Saturday
it
now.
was on the
All right.
I mean, people is coming and tell me about it too.
I often, yeah, but I often that in.
But this way gonna add to it too, right? Nobody can bust anybody anymore. Those times
That
are
time's
gone.
gone,
man.
boy.
It's gone.
It's true.
Nobody can't bust nobody. What used to happen? There was no social media, and a label would say, "All right, this person has talent. We're gonna put our money into them and market them and make people perceive them as a star."
Right.
Social media has changed that.
Right.
You can't trick anybody with that shit anymore.
Self-publishing.
Everybody has to build themselves
Schmelly,
to a point. So what that has done for any entity trying to join with another entity is you can see if this person has the tools, not just the talent. The talent is not as important as the tools. The tools to push yourself, garner, and maintain an audience. So it's very easy now to look at that as hopping on. But what that is informed decision making. Right? And I can see how somebody that's not in it could look at it that way, but yeah, that's all I can say.
Well, honestly, right?
I'll
Like
move on for this, but
you are 100% correct. I cannot take away anything you just said in that
Okay.
one little phrase.
You gotta attach yourself to something that is moving.
And I don't,
I gotta take
and it really don't be hopping off me because I got other things moving.
Really,
I
truly,
pick very
several things.
specific.
I was about to say that.
This
You're
way
correct.
I pick the people that are doing
What you're doing,
Caribbean influenced
which is
international
what
music.
you are doing.
Because when I hold Moonlit, I want all of them at that and nobody else. When I do this documentary that I'm doing soon, I want talk to all of them. When I do the soundtrack to that, I want them on the soundtrack. When I go back outside and people ask me what's going on, I want them to look at this set of people.
You
and I'm not
mentioned
making
moving.
no money off these people.
You mentioned moving 18 times so far though. That happening?
Yeah.
When?
Probably March.
Okay, I just give me the opportunity to plug.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is my final question. They got a reason why you are still in BIM or decide to stay in BIM as opposed to go and relocate elsewhere?
Till if you see me still here after next summer, then my plan will work out.
Okay.
Oh, so you have plans still on leaving?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Cool.
I'm in the motion of a plan of leaving.
Oh, safe.
Not planning towards it, in the motion. But that's back end stuff. I don't do them things on camera.
Proper.
Fair enough. No,
proper.
respect.
Teff, I'm happy that you came. I'm happy that you cleared
I
up
really
things.
am.
I'm happy that I
Be
come.
glad.
Yeah. Big up you. Big up everything you're doing. Big up
Respect.
Branchables. Big up Barbara.
Indigo.
Indigo.
Indigo for sure.
Keep doing what you do. This thing about perception is such a strange thing. I don't even know how to tell you to like avoid it.
There's no.
There is no way.
Justin,
Ain't no way.
can you tell me last year December? Just do what you're doing, and who for you can be for you.
It's
And at the end of the day, that's exactly what it
that's
is.
the best.
That's basically what
exactly
it's
what
Those are
it is.
sage
They
words.
ain't gonna ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Just J too.
Big up Just
Oh,
J.
congrats.
Oh,
to
for
him.
real, boy.
Congrats to
Yeah,
him,
King,
for
big
sure.
as hell.
Congrats to him.
Niggas,
There's
Was
not
it our
else to
first
say,
Caribbean Red Bull?
First,
Yeah.
first one.
Respect,
I
my
also
brother.
sometimes crack a million views like a couple weeks.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He had the best. Anyway.
But respect to y'all, man. Firstly, for respecting me.
Yeah.
Because I demand zero respect all the time. So I respect the respect. And I love to know that people respect me because those are the people that I could then have the conversations like these with. So I don't ever feel like attacking. Right? Just feel like, yo, I respect this man. I just want some clarity on this. So
Right.
I really respect that. I like the podcast. I got to bring the men on mine. I was
Yeah.
actually thinking about doing the end of the year, like,
Recap.
Yeah,
not
recap.
I was gonna do like a similar to like a awards kind of vibe. Like,
Okay.
but I don't want to be the one to cast any aspirations. So I want to bring people that I could get in trouble instead of me. So
That's a good idea,
I
man.
can think about that.
That's
And like,
funny.
y'all know, I'll probably include, if not all of you guys, some of you guys and somebody else. I want to get like a whole rounded thing for that. But yeah, keep doing what the man doing, B.
Man, I
We need-
appreciate it,
we
B.
need-
Appreciate that.
We need 9, 10, 11, 12 of these podcasts moving
Yeah,
at the
B.
same time.
Yes,
Yeah.
So that
they
people
do.
could look at artists as superstars. Like,
It's
all
true.
these things needed to help people. Honestly, I even look at superstars, but just gain perspective on artists.
Yeah.
And be more into them. Like,
Yeah.
we're not good at doing every single thing, so we can't create content for ourselves, so just always keep that in mind.
Yep.
All right. Respect.
One last question. I just can't help because
This is no question. Let me go. No, I bought
But
it.
there's an interesting question. Let's lead in for the superstar vibe. Name 5 artists in Barbados that you guys think make a good set of money?
No, that's subjective. Because my money ain't Marcus, money ain't Mosey money.
No, but
So
fair
let me say
enough,
career.
but
Let me say
relative-
career money then. Even if it's at the
relative
lower
to-
end of
to the
career.
person.
Relative to the art too. Because the government like Daddy Fabian, of course, that's.
Oh no, I mean.
But any art, and
Nah,
from
making-
art.
You mean
art.
Daddy Fabian?
Stop making money.
Actually, nah, let me reduce it to
Yeah.
musicians, artists.
Musicians
Performing
start
artists,
making money?
Performing artists. Performing artists, like people like me.
All right. Come here, alum.
Arturo?
Rihanna, come on.
Oh,
He's an instrumentalist.
I wasn't calling for Rihanna, so I feel like
Me and
So Rihanna,
Rihanna
for
Rihanna.
sure. As a trailblazer.
Not for Rihanna, man. Come on, bro.
Come on.
I want that show.
Where
I
would
want
they
that
ask
show.
you? Where would they ask you people that you think are making money?
I want
Alright,
that.
Nobody has
we
to
know,
guess
we know,
about.
we know.
Can we-
Scratch that. That was.
Can we start with Tuma Hill? Can we start there?
Yes.
Okay.
Start there, yeah. Mhm.
The whole band?
You could forget him. You could get him in trouble. Anyway,
No,
There's a real question, B. There's a real question.
Tuma Hill is one.
It's all about giving people perspective. That's what
I
all
can say this.
questions
I can
about.
coach this. I say Mahir this corner, right? And there's a reason for saying that, right? But they're trailblazers.
Nah, but those men gig too.
They are.
Remember Chris and Russell and them men is gig too every week.
Oh shit, which is true. They do play all city band. Cause you're correct.
To all the guys, to all people in Tuma Hill.
Shafat
Shout out all of them.
sponsorship,
Which is
Right.
different.
which
Tuma
I don't know the details of, but Shafat.
Lil Rick.
No, so
Are we not saying Lil
Let
Rick?
me just keep going. Let me keep
pretty
going.
big ads.
Can we keep
Yeah,
going?
standard and so
Alright,
on.
let me
Are we not
let me
saying
get
Lil Rick?
bogged down. Let me not get
let
bogged down.
me refine this. Refine this.
Right.
So Tuma Hill is one, right?
Right.
Cool.
Mikey is one.
No.
Sorry, let's not do soca artists.
I don't think Mikey's making
okay.
real. I don't think Mikey making
let's
real
not do more
money.
than two. Let's not do more than one soca artist.
Non-soca.
Non-soca. I can still say I don't think Mikey making real money.
I actually don't think a lot of
You know he's
artists
making
make a
money?
lot of money either. That's why I would
think he's
not
making money.
say
We can talk
non-soca
about that.
artists.
We can talk about that.
Okay,
That's
so
the
non
difference
so
right there.
non-soca artists who is making a lot of money off their
They making money as off
artistry.
their art. Yeah.
I think Halik getting the bag.
Who?
From who?
Halik.
Oh.
I ain't sure.
No, I just want to know how, because
It's my perception.
Yeah,
I mean, and
he's
it's smoke and mirrors too. And I'm being part of the box side of this thing.
But if you had to guess how,
No.
and they're not trying to watch anybody pockets, there's anybody they bring out, I just asking these
No,
questions.
we gotta learn. You
No,
know, but
fair.
yeah, but you know we gotta learn from other artists and stuff.
Because I feel
How, if you were to guess how Halik was making money?
I'm not sure, but Halik has been really making a wave.
Right,
He
okay.
really has been making a wave, and
He definitely got access to a lot of very influential
does.
people, and he got a lot of respect.
He
got
does.
a lot of respect in the actual artwork.
and it may
the
mean
actual
something.
creative
It
work,
may mean something.
right?
So do we have any kind of like evidence of not popularity,
I
but
don't
if
have
him
empirical
making money?
evidence. I don't have empirical
Not
evidence.
empirical
That's so
evidence, but something
different.
that would
Popularity
say.
and making money is so
But
different.
evidence
Exactly.
is empirical. That's
But
what
for
we
the
talk- everything
pure
else is perspective. Everything else is perspective.
perception, I would say Halik is doing it.
I think he's doing it, but wait.
As if he's making money. That's what I was saying though. That's what I was saying though.
Money funny.
I can't do this,
Money
Steph. I
funny.
can't do this. I can't do this.
You can't do it, right?
I
It feel fuck up, right?
I don't know what makes money.
I feel like a fucking
I can remember. I don't know what makes money.
Yeah.
But it's
Safely,
that's why it's one of the
Rick
realest conversations.
has a bag.
Yeah, but we can't. Or do you say
You said Lil Rick?
He said
Come
non-
on.
But that Lil Ray has a bag
He said-
though.
Hold on a minute. Everybody. Hold on a
Yeah.
minute. Non-soca. Let's just try and
Non-soca,
rattle off
non-soca.
names.
Deputy
non-soca.
Prime Minister of Barbados manages Lil Rick. On top of him being Lil Rick.
Is there a deputy prime minister in Barbados?
Santia Bradshaw.
Sir?
That's for real?
Sir?
When Mia
that's
left the
emotional.
country, she was the
Sir?
Prime Minister for like a
For
month or
that
something.
time. But
So who-
is it
so who else I could
But you're saying we hold.
Anyway, the point is,
No, I still.
why is
hold on.
Lil Rick is making money?
Can we still try and do this without trying to justify everybody? Can we just
Right,
call
yeah,
five?
just
Can we just call
it,
five
yeah.
names?
I don't want to stretch out the
Yeah,
podcast.
can we call five names?
I can't do that.
Chian,
research. Bruv?
Chian did.
She's making money, but I talking about career money now, and I don't know how much Shiana's making. I know she's gig, she's do Cliff.
She's make a living,
All of we
right?
making a living, bro.
Yeah.
We eating. I guess
She eating. Okay.
Yeah.
How many
eating,
other
alright.
people eating? How many other people eating? Then? How many
that's
other
that big gig
people?
that they
Non-soca
got.
artists are
Come
eating.
over.
Look at your watch. Don't miss
I want to
it.
cut off your legs just
Don't
now.
miss it, yeah.
How many non-soca artists eating?
I would give this without knowing each other's, without knowing the specific details. There are a lot.
See, that's a political answer, because you ain't calling
No,
it
but
a-
I have.
That's political, B.
Can you call a name? Can you call a name? If not, we can just end it. We can just end it.
Vita.
Shamers?
Right now?
Vita eating still.
Oh, I actually haven't followed her, so I'm not.
What's she doing now?
I ain't see.
Vita doing a lot of model work.
I don't remember I'm following her at all, but I ain't see her on my.
No, but
Instagram all the time.
she's been low for a while. But there's passive money. There's passive income in this.
Is she really a local artist though? Is she?
So you can't quantify this,
Come
one.
on,
You can't
she's
do
running.
quantify this. You gonna give me like too much research. And then
No,
we
no,
come
no,
to
but
answers.
She is local though, but I
She
just wanted to
is. She
know.
is local. She is local.
She is
Product.
local. That was a joke here, Vita.
Yeah, no. The product is. We can argue if the product is local or not.
I like Vita shit, regardless.
No, Vita
I
is
don't mind. I
vibes.
like Vita.
Wait, can
Vita
I?
could be a vegan dish. I still remember it. That's
Can I ask you?
Uh-huh.
Because you probably thought of this already. Who are the five artists you could think of?
Oh, say the soca
Get
making
the
money.
bag.
Yeah, the same
Alright,
question
well,
you're asking.
Well, first thing I would say is the one time making real bags, I would think aren't even the artists we look at. So man like Buggy, Red Star Lion, them men is perform overseas
Show the Red Star. B.
constantly. Them men at least them men dropping nothing in boy base.
Harrison College.
I think I really got a lot of respect from the Helios Corner and what they're doing. But that's twice a year. So they're gigging outside of that and then they're building that money. So I would say as a team they're doing well. I feel like I just made the majority of my money kind of outside of music. So I can't put myself in there. Don't get me wrong, I made a decent bag if you compare me to other Bajan artists or stuff. Like these art pieces that I sell for Barbara, I sell multiple a day.
Oh, say it. Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's
Respect.
But that's why I said talking about fluctuating. Like right now, I'm making money from art.
That's
3
not-
months from now, it might
Right.
pause.
It may not be the same
Then it might
thing.
start back, right? Then I got Moolet and stuff. I got investors and stuff like that, right? I take it to that level because I know that artistry, right? I can't really think of anybody making a bad.
Can I ask?
Hashtag J. Cole.
It's something
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we should.
We can-
something that-
We're actually
But you know
all
what?
proud for that.
Remember, he narrowed it down to recording artists. He's not making his money from.
Oh, from specific
that.
recording?
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Can
Not
I?
necessarily that you got perform to make money, but he made him money.
But
as
he's still getting a
writer.
bike from
Yeah, he
Performance.
You can put his.
Can I
I want to
his
talk about
fluctuates- His
royalties.
fluctuates too, though.
Can I ask you? Can I ask
Shoot.
you a question? Where did you ask the question? Where did you ask that?
I literally just wanted to some perspective on it, and there's one of the things that I want to expand on in Brunchables. But I just
Yeah.
literally wanted perspective. If I get the man on camera, you can get
Yeah,
two
yeah.
answers. So
First,
just-
fair
Look,
enough.
all right, listen. But we got wrapped up because we
Yeah.
got left. Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah, respect, man.
listen,
I hope I
Teff,
don't sound too drunk.
Oh,
Teff.
good job.
I ain't know, man.
I hope I'm not talking.
Yeah,
you
big
use
up
brushables,
Prosper.
you use drinkables,
Alright,
man.
cool.
But that said,
Big
B,
up to
Teff,
Prosper, man.
thanks for coming through.
I'll sponsor the man.
Yeah, thanks for being so honest,
Yeah.
and thanks for
real, for real.
giving time.
We appreciate
We
you.
appreciate you.
Have fun.
And for anybody don't know, we's neighbors too. So this is
It's
some
true,
neighborhood
man.
love, right? Anyway, but
I actually enjoy it, be able to say.
You know what?
We can spice. Don't let me use Marcus
Spice down
Gas.
the
yeah, you know, right? Anyway, thanks for watching.
Respect.
I know podcast.
Subscribe.
We out.
Thanks for watching the I Know podcast, information, knowledge, observation. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon.